fantastic class, tons of information. At a point, it felt like you were drinking from a 5-inch fire hose, but got a lot of fantastic tips to take out of it and look forward to implementing things.
The presenters were awesome, and I really think it's going to help me improve my career, so I loved it.
I was really scared to touch AI, but now I feel a lot more confident.
This is
You're going to open, right?
amazing.
And then also the slides.
Hey, I didn't even know you were all here. AI enthusiasts, welcome to AI Unlocked. I'm Bruno, and I'm accompanied by my beautiful wife and AI co-pilot, Stacy. We have an action-packed... Stacy, where are you? Everybody's here. We're live.
Straight ahead.
Hey, Brune. I'm on my way. In the meantime, make sure to tell everyone to download their ChatGPT, Canva, and CapCut. And oh yeah, don't forget your free copy of our ebook, AI Unlocked. That's all for now.
You're really close, so let's walk you through exactly what this is.
This is a live, hands-on AI workshop built for real teams who want simplicity in their daily lives.
No tech background required, no complicated systems, and no pressure to keep up.
We have tested hundreds of tools and applications, and we've identified the ones that are most user-friendly.
We work inside the tools that your team actually uses every day.
We're fluid in ChatGPT, Gemini, Canva, and CapCut, and we paired that with advanced Facebook and Instagram ad targeting.
The goal isn't just content.
It's turning likes into leads and leads into real conversations.
We build around your real workflows, your real audience, and your real goals.
And we don't just show examples, we build with you in real time.
So here's what your team gets.
A live interactive workshop for your team. Practical ChatGPT, Gemini, CapCut, and Canva templates you can use immediately.
This isn't just about information.
It's about implementation.
We help teams cut content creation time from 6 hours down to 45 minutes.
Every workshop is unique, exciting, and most importantly, impactful.
By the end of this workshop, you will go from AI curious to AI confident.
Woohoo!
Are you ready? The time has come. Let the show begin. 9, 8,
Lag.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Haha, just kidding. We're here. We're live, and I am beyond excited for this session. I've got all my apps open and ready to go, and I am super honored to get to introduce to you guys Bruno and Stacy. I got to meet them last spring when I was on Craig Lurch's radio show. Instantly fell in love with them and have been stalking them ever since. So we just interviewed them as Star Power Stars last week, and thrilled to learn from you guys today. So Bruno and Stacy, I'm just going to turn it over to you. If you need anything from me, just holler, but I have a feeling you don't need me at all. So hats off, everyone. Hey, Thomas Blake, I see you peeking around the corner there. All right, let's roll.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. And we want to thank Amy Stower and Alyssa Falk for inviting us here to AI Unlocked. This is our first virtual AI Unlocked workshop, and we're so super thrilled to bring this to you.
So we have Star Power guests from all around the country today. We're excited to bring this to you. We want to just again thank Amy and Alyssa, who's working hard behind the scenes to bring this digital cast. We just want to mention Chris, who's behind the camera. He's working the brains today behind the operation. We have Dominic, who's also going to be assisting with comments in the other room to help aid the workshop as we go. We wanted to make this as interactive as possible to get away from that old Zoom. It's my earpiece, that old Zoom effect. So we're looking forward to working with you guys today.
Okay, so let's get started. This is a little bit about us. So before we were doing AI workshops, we are full-time real estate agents. A little bit about my history is I was in the legal field for 25 years, worked with legal professionals in the HR director position. And from there, after 25 years, I slid into real estate, which I absolutely love. So fast forward, meeting my husband, we formed a partnership called the Dream Team One in real estate. And we decided just as of last year that, we were getting a lot of calls and things like that about what we were doing differently. And we decided to implement and write our first ebook called AI Unlocked, the Beginner Prompts, which is what you have in your emails from yesterday. So we're excited, and Bruno has a story to tell from his background, and then we'll keep moving forward.
So as you can see, guys, we're up here today. We're getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Like my wife had said, we're full-time real estate agents. My background's in computer science of many years, but I bought my first pool hall when I was 23 as a small business owner, going on to do other things with computer security work and things like that. And then my wife made me take the hard road of becoming a full-time realtor. And for all the folks on the call today, that you guys certainly know that, a realtor wears many hats. And we're going to talk about some of those hats today with you guys.
So this next piece that we're showing right now is, hopefully you got these links before to friend request us on Facebook. You'll notice that Bruno's is Bruno Forever Together, Stacy Marcinkowski, and mine is Stacy Steinbrecher Marcinkowski. A bit of a mouthful, but if you follow us, we'll be able to interact throughout the entire process and be able to get some giveaways and things like that for some of the fun things that we're going to do.
Yep. So Dominic, right now, he's going to drop our links, me, Dominic, and Stacy's links in the group, in the comment box. Could everybody please add us? That's going to have to do with the next part here. We're going to be giving away interactive prizes today. Dominic, if you guys are comfortable, if you win some of the challenges, Dominic's going to get your address today, and he's going to help us facilitate getting the prizes right to your front doorstep. All right. So we're going to have the hat, we're going to have a tote bag, we're going to have the coffee cups, and then we also have the t-shirts here so that you'll be able to pick. So please go through. We're going to take a minute and let everybody drop the comments, and Dominic's going to also drop our links. Let's all connect, guys.
Yeah, let's find out where people are from. Include your name, state, since we're doing this from all over the world, okay?
Yeah. Here we have learn to disrupt the algorithm. So we're going to be talking about the algorithm while we're teaching ChatGPT and some of the other things today. We're going to be disrupting the algorithm. So if you're using Facebook and Instagram and these things, and you continue to see Aunt Susie and Uncle Johnny's posts every day, the reason why we're all connecting from all over the country today and making and working with you to connect your Facebooks is when you comment on people's other news feeds that aren't in your regular curriculum, we then disrupt the algorithm. So we wanted to teach that today by tagging each other, communicating with people that might not be in our township or our state. So this is an exercise that's fun for prizes, but it's also going to be to teach you the tagging exercise, connecting to people you don't know, and disrupting the algorithm by commenting on other people's comments as well. Okay?
So as you can see here, we have had the pleasure and honor to host thousands of people in various states, various interactive workshops, and it has been absolutely amazing. People have provided such a lot of feedback, great feedback on what they've learned. And what we're trying to do in this capacity is bring AI to you to where we're taking the fear out of people, kind of lagging and embracing it a little bit more, and making people feel a lot more comfortable and learning AI and these large language models, which can be so beneficial and effective.
So did anybody put where they're from in the chats? Who do we have? Who do we have with us today? What areas?
We have some people from Denver, Colorado. We have Santa Fe, Philadelphia, PA. Texas. We got North Carolina. New York City. We got 2 New York Cities.
That's amazing.
Colorado. Yeah, we're popping over here.
So
good.
As you watch me try to learn how to use
we got another Vermont
piece for the first time. Vermont. Wow, that's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Right. So as you can see, we're connected from all over the country, and that's the goal today, guys. Years ago, you saw, if you're old enough like us to remember Century 21 agents and things, imagine them with a map out in their car. If they could go a couple different zip codes to sell properties or buy properties, that would be a miracle. But now today, we can use the whole country, dare I say, even the whole world, to connect, get that referral base, make those connections. Dominic, who's working with us in the back, he was a sponsor at one of our events. He's now working with us as one of our AI adventure guides all around the country. Amy had mentioned that we met her through a friend on a radio show. These are the types of things that realtors are doing extra to build that network. And then networks does what? That leads to leads. Okay, guys? So this is the housekeeping here, Stacey.
So just a little bit of housekeeping here. So we are going to be teaching ChatGPT beginner prompts, CMAs, listing presentations, Canva, Instagram and Facebook monetization, and paid ads and AI targeted ads, along with CapCut and Gemini. So you guys are the second class we're doing this year in 2026 that is offering Gemini and CapCut that we haven't had in previous workshops. So this is going to be a super impactful day for everybody, and we can't wait to move forward.
Yep, and now we're going to get right to it. So that's the whole part of what we call a seminar. And we ask you, folks, that we've been to a lot of seminars where we paid money and we didn't get any value. So today we want to make sure that everyone that's listening leaves with value, tools you can employ today. So that's the goal today. So we're going to get right to it. We're finding that it's easier to work on your phone. So years ago, when I was a young coder, your server, your computer would be the most powerful tool that you could use. And if you had, a phone or an iPad or something like that, you wouldn't have the tools or the power to do what a laptop or computer could do. Well, now they're finding 71% of business professionals are working from their phones. And I have a feeling a lot of folks on the phone call today are working from their phones a lot as well, like Stacey and I do. So now we want to teach people how to work efficiently from their phones. So we're going to be working with that today. So if you're working with your phone and you're watching Zoom, that should be a really good, easy way to pay attention and not be able to lose your place, okay? So with your chat open, we're going to begin to discuss the AI companion.
Okay, so everybody should see a prompt along the first side. What I first want to say is that AI is not here to replace you. It's here to amplify your business, amplify your personal life, amplify it in a way that, we're all feeling comfortable to embrace artificial intelligence in a really cool manner that will lead to saving 8 to 12 hours a week in your work.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
50% of all large language model downloads in artificial intelligence today are OpenAI. So people are going to say, why are we learning OpenAI? So if I were to stop right now and just take a moment, if you don't mind, how many people are using a large language model? Could you type into the group tech, into the comment box, what large language models you are currently using? And, if you're using Copilot and things, let's jot them down. But I'm actually looking for people that are actually using ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude. These are all wonderful large language models, and we want to explain the difference today of why you want to just stick with one or two. We quote Bruce Lee, who said, you could do 10,000 different kicks one time, or you could do one kick 10,000 times. Today, we're going to talk about just a few tools so that you don't spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month, like we did, trying to figure out all these tools. Dominic, did they drop any large language models in the chat today?
Did. Yes, they did. I'm reading here a couple chat GPTs, and someone also mentioned Claude as well.
Claude's excellent. Yep. So Claude's an advanced large language model, and I'm glad someone's using that. So I'd like to talk to you later. What we're finding with Chat GPT is it's already the backs of a lot of your engines like WhatsApp, Netflix, Canva, OpenAI, CapCut. So it's already being involved. That also, you will start to see that Gemini will come into the conversation later. But the most important part about ChatGPT that no other large language model has is the personalization.
It is, right? And that is super amazing because unlike some of these other large language models, we selected these because these were the most user-friendly. So you'll really get to see that there's a lot of shiny objects out there that people are purchasing, and we tested so many of them, and we came down with these 4 or 5 that will make your lives a lot more simplistic. So with that being said, ChatGPT is actually able to personalize you and season your generator, as we call our virtual companion, and it will remember you. So that is the type of thing that we're going to start the process with. So you don't have to go back and reintroduce yourself. So these are the first tools that we're going to begin with, and then we'll add on from there.
And what Stacy is describing there is called training, right? So we're training and seasoning our generators. My generator is named Sage. Stacy's is named Atlas. They know each other. They communicate together. They date. They create together. So that when we do strategy meetings, we actually have our large language models, both Sage and Atlas, working with us when we're writing our books, when we wrote this webinar for you guys, this Dreamcast that we did. They helped us come through and come up with a lot of the great ideas. So now that we met some of you guys, and now that you've met us, it's time to meet your own generator. Okay. What I'd like you to do is I would like you to open your Chat GPT on your laptop and or phone. And in your workbooks that we provided for you, you will see that some of the prompts are there. And we also have some of the prompts here as well. I'm also going to spend the time voicing the prompt to you. We're going to take our time today, everyone. Nobody's going to get left behind. Anybody stuck, please raise your hand and tell us you're stuck. We have a room set aside so that Dominic could help or one of us could help. So no one will get left behind today. And there's no bad questions. We want all of the questions.
We want it to be more interactive.
I have one question that came up already.
Please.
From Casey Butler. Casey's asking, how did you introduce Sage and Atlas?
Terrific. So that's a terrific question. So, and what was the person's name?
Casey Butler.
And where's Casey chiming in from?
That's a great question. Let me double check. Casey.
Denver.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks for the question. Break the ice a little bit. So we're going to introduce you to your personal generator first. Okay. And then we could explain on how to introduce them to other generators. Amy, you'll laugh. We did the radio show. We were blessed enough to do the radio show with Craig just a few weeks ago. There goes my earpiece again. I apologize. We had all three generators communicating. So his name is Ben for Benjamin Franklin. Ben, Sage, and Atlas were all having a conversation together, and we weren't involved at all. So that's a great question, and we're going to show you how to do that
well,
right
now
after we
Tallulah
begin.
Has FOMO, so.
I love it. I love it. That's wonderful. Tallulah, that's beautiful. So Casey, you could be our first little bit of a guinea pig. So what we'll do right now is I'd like you to introduce yourself to your generator. So what you do is you just type a few sentences. We're not going to get real crazy, but description is important. But a few sentences. I'm Bruno, and you're just typing right in your bar there. I'm Bruno. I have salt and pepper hair. I have a wizard like Merlin. I have an athletic build. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 dogs. I'm a real estate agent. So you're just typing some things in about yourself, okay?
Everybody to be doing this collectively.
Yep.
This is the first group exercise, okay?
And just for color, guys, to give you some value, when we set up these generators for folks and we teach them the personalization, we charge $500 for that introduction. So what Amy and everybody did to bring us together, you're getting your value in the very beginning, because once you name your generator, that begins the process of remembering you forever and the training of the generator forever, where you never have to reintroduce yourself again. Yes. So once you've introduced yourself to your generator, hi, I'm Bruno with the salt and pepper beard, etc., you could also upload a selfie, or you could take a picture, a screenshot of your Facebook page, your profile page, or you could upload your website link, okay? And then put all that in there and hit enter. What we're doing is we're seasoning, we're training, we're getting our generators ready for the projects ahead. Okay, so we're just going to take a minute, let everybody do that. And when you're done, can everybody give me a thumbs up on the emoji screen? And if anybody is stuck, we have plenty of people here and ready to help everybody, okay? So we're just going to take a minute, let everybody go through. And as you're getting it done, please put a thumbs up so that we know everybody is caught up. Everybody can hear us clearly. If there's any issues at this point, let's hear about it, guys. If you don't like the way my beard looks, I'm happy to work with you on that. Let's have some fun today. All right, this is not a college education class. This is we're full-time real estate agents, and so it's agents to agents.
I should have cued the Jeopardy music for this.
I apologize for being rude. I talk all day for a living, so I do have to drink my coconut water. It is in our branded cups.
Bruno, we got another question. Someone said, Dexter here said, downloaded ChatGPT. Now, how do I name it?
So we're getting to that point, and it's Dexter that spoke to us?
Correct, Dexter.
Hi, Dexter. That's my nephew's name. He was just born just a couple of months ago. He's awesome, too. He's got quite the personality. Nice to meet you. Where's Dexter chiming in from?
Dexter's from New York City, and he is the townhouse expert in Manhattan.
How about that? Wow. Nice to meet you. We'll have to get a cup of coffee then, Dex. How does that sound since we're only a little bit away from each other?
I'm embarrassed that I haven't downloaded it already.
So let's not be embarrassed. Thank you. That's exactly why we're here today, everybody. We're here to do it from the beginning, to get comfortable with you guys being uncomfortable together, guys. Right. Our oldest participant's 84. She does $12 million a year. She's a world-class salsa dancer, and she uses ChatGPT daily, every day. Our youngest participant is 11, and they're using it for tutoring and other things. So there's a lot of great things. So please, no matter what your skill level is today, everybody's going to take something away from the class, from beginner to expert. We promise you that. Yeah. If anybody gets left behind, our guarantee for your very generous purchase of our tickets today is, if you really can't grasp the information due to the way we set up the Dreamcast today, we will give you a free 45-minute Zoom one-on-one, and we will catch up all of the things you didn't get from today's class. So nobody will get left behind today. Okay, guys?
So the first step is just describing yourself. You know, if you have dogs or kids, you know, where you live, just, you know, describe your occupation. Just a few sentences, you'll start to see your generator season itself and learn your tonality and your, you know, your personalization of it. It's unique to you.
Is there anybody that didn't get to explain themselves and get some kind of response or anything from their generator? Very basic stuff right now, guys. Anybody totally stuck? Dominic, we got a thumbs up. We're good, Dom?
From what I'm seeing, I got a bunch of thumbs up, but I did see this message here. It says from agent, but I'm assuming this person is not agent. It says, "Hi, I'm Claudia. I've been a realtor for 14 years after retiring as a courtroom clerk, married with 3 children, and live in a rural community. We presently have 15 SFR listings in our MLS, and properties go fast." I feel like this is something that you would want to put into the chat.
Exactly right, Dominic. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. And that's right. And that's what we're here to do today, guys. We're here to get these kinks out so that you guys can get very familiar. Instead of being AI curious, you're going to be AI confident today. So Claudia, could you just copy and paste that and then just put that right in your generator and just hit enter? Okay. And then you're going to see your generator react, maybe ask you some questions back, things like that. Mm-hmm. Is she okay? Did that answer her question, or did that help her, Dominic?
I think that's a really good answer to have.
All right, terrific. All right, so behind us, guys, I know it's going to be, you'll do your best to see the screen. We will have things also you could see in the workbook as well. Here's what it's going to look like. But what we're about to do now is, and this is why we wanted to do the live webcast, okay? So we're going to bring up our ChatGPT as well, okay? And we're going to go into our star power conversation, and we're going to be with you, okay? So we're going to upload we're going to upload one of our, what's the word I'm looking for? Selfies, if you will. And you guys could upload a selfie or not. It's really just up to you what you want to do, guys. All right. So as you can see, I have my selfie uploaded. I use the plus button in the corner here. Okay. And this has all different kinds of things. Don't get overwhelmed by these things, guys. Okay. We're just working right in here right now. All right. So we're just going to go back down, and we're going to go to our all photos, and then we can access everything we need. Okay.
Just select one that's of you, or you can take a picture of yourself and upload it.
Now, I do have a question for the group. For everybody that's on today, if you're average social media people like my wife and I on our team today, how many people saw an influx of avatars over the last week or so? Loads and loads and loads of avatars all over social media. Give me a thumbs up or a clap or something in the Zoom if you people say seeing huge. So that's part of the AI Unlocked community. You're seeing a lot of our clients all around the country, and what you're getting ready to do is you're getting ready to join them. You're getting ready to learn how to do it, but not just learn how to do it. Learn how to change it, make it customizable, even sell it. Maybe even you make coloring books. Maybe you use Etsy. There's a lot of things you could do with this tool after we use it. Okay, so all I'm going to do right here is. Oh, wonderful. We're awesome. We're doing that right now. And what Dominic's going to tell you is the reason we had everybody connect through Facebook is so that after you guys create this next image, what we would like everybody to do, please, is to then go on Facebook and you're going to tag all of us and we're going to talk about the class with your avatar and have a great time today together. Okay, so what we're going to do is create a fun. Okay, I'm going to talk exactly, and you guys could just listen in, and I will go over this again and again so everybody gets it.
And you can look at the screen to
Yep.
see.
Create a fun. Now I will turn it sideways, guys, but it's just a little tricky right now. Create a fun 3D cartoon size 1:1. 1:1. I'm going to stop here for a moment, everybody. Size 1:1. Facebook doesn't pick and choose. Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok does not pick and choose which posts go viral, which posts do well. It has an individual algorithm, and you have to put the puzzle pieces in exactly right. If you've seen posts go through your page where things were cut off, didn't look right, it's because they're using the wrong format in a news feed. So today we're using size 1:1. That is the perfect format for a Facebook newsfeed post, okay? Size 1:1 is the perfect format for a Facebook newsfeed post, okay? Size 1:1, we're going to continue from here. Of this man and this woman in front of a beautiful beachfront home in Florida with a sale sign and an airplane flying. Obviously, everybody, you could type in anything that you guys want, okay? The most important part of this is the very beginning. Create a fun 3D cartoon size. Let's put the image in there. We want to be descriptive. Image, size image, 1:1 of this man and woman, or you, of me, or of the woman or man in the image. Okay? If that's confusing, please just raise your hand. We're trying to take it nice and slow. All right? And then you're going to add your own. Do you want to be in Venice, Italy? Do you want to be in Scottsdale, Arizona? Anywhere you want, wherever your imagination takes you. Okay? We're going to go ahead and enter. It's going to take us a little bit of time because we're dreamcasting this, but we're going to let our image create right in front of everyone. I have no idea what it's going to do, guys, just to be quite honest with you. And at this point, everybody should have something saying something along the lines of creating image. Okay? I might be off the screen a little bit, but I just want everybody to see. Creating
This is
image.
just taking in all the information that you've just given it, and it's actually making the image for you. So it takes a couple of seconds to do that. And so just be patient for a minute, and then you'll see the final product. And once you see the final product, we would love for you to put it in the comment section so we can see what you're doing. And then after that, we're going to ask you to put it on Facebook, tag us, send a comment, and put your location. What that does is it expands your reach. So you get a lot more visibility.
No more Aunt Susie.
All of the
No more Uncle Johnny, right? No more Aunt Susie. No more Uncle Johnny.
you know, these are your personal spheres in your close friends group. What we're trying to do is expand that reach further out to people all over the world. And that is what you're going to start to learn to do on a regular basis.
And guys, while you're doing that, just some of our merchandise. These are our hats. We have super cool shirts. So Dominic, once you post it and you tag us, okay, guys, we wanted to make this as interactive as possible. So we're going to mail these directly to your house, okay? Straight on. Directly to your house. You can see for men and women, we have both. Okay, I'm drinking from the mugs. All right, we tried to make it fun, so everybody had something that they could choose from.
Kinds too. So there's May I Help You? AI Help You in white and blue too. So whatever you guys are interested in, we have a tote, we have coffee mugs, we have hats, and we have shirts.
All right.
So if you do all those things and you upload it in there, if you feel comfortable sharing privately with Dominic the address, we'll mail it directly to your house and just say exactly what you want.
Take care of that at the end, guys. Don't rush around. Dominic will reach and collect everybody. And the people said, well, what if you have 50 people online and all 50 do it? Well, then all 50 are going to get a gift. we really want to show this exercise so that you can figure out why when you put up these beautiful, thoughtful posts, these videos, your drone photographer, like our friend Chris here, who's working with us, do all this hard work and you get one like. And you just have no idea what happened. You just spent $700 on production. You got this beautiful video and we got one like.
Right.
Okay. We're trying to help you push past that and reach the entire market that you have access to. Are we getting some comments and some things, Dominic?
So Emily posted her photo in the chat and it looks fantastic.
Awesome.
That's great. That's wonderful.
I love it. I haven't seen anything on the Facebook yet, but I'll take a peek in a little bit.
Okay. All right, guys. We really want people to get on the Facebook part because that's not just about tagging and things. It's about learning, and it's also about expanding your reach across the country. So if you're in New York or Denver, Colorado, and you're conversing with me and Stacy, guess what, Denver, Colorado? You start to get Pennsylvanian people commenting on your things as well. And I'm sorry, Steve, I'm interrupting you. And what's good about that is in Denver, Colorado is you might have somebody that has two homes, right? They may have a vacation home. They may want a vacation home in Colorado, but they may want to live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And that's where we're starting to turn those likes into leads, okay, guys? And that's what we want to talk about. Now, you can see ours. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let me see. Close? Are we close?
There we are.
All right. What do you think? Guys, are we close, Dom?
I'd say it's spot on, guys.
Okay. All right. Is there more comments? Did people getting their avatars up?
John just posted his, and it looks amazing. I love this.
Where's John? Where's John tuning in from?
That's a great question.
John's in Vermont, and that totally looks like you, John. It's so cute.
Thank you,
Wow,
Amy.
that's awesome. And a lot of, so think outside the box, guys, with this stuff, so you could personalize happy birthdays, happy anniversaries. And it's a fun, vibrant way in order to connect with people. And it's you can do it through their text message. You can do it on their Facebook. There is many things.
That's a wonderful. So let's try, if everybody would like, since my wife had a wonderful idea. Let's do retry. Okay. Turn this into forgive me, into a hilarious birthday image. Again, I have no idea what it's going to do, but we're going to do it together. And that's the point today, getting confident.
Right.
Okay.
But Sage knows Bruno immensely, just like Atlas does. So we can provide very little information. The more you start giving it, the more it will remember you. And you can add certain things, especially if it's a birthday cake, balloons, confetti, all sorts of things that you can do to, outside the box and just say, happy birthday, Bruno, and it will come up. So let's see what the next one comes.
Is everybody participating, Dom? Because if they're not, we're going to slow down and we're going to stop. Everybody putting things in the comments. Let's have some fun today, everybody.
I can tell you right now, it is very funny what we're seeing in the comments now. We now have someone in a towel in a sauna getting a little comfortable with their avatar.
Please make sure they tag us on Facebook. I want to see the towel in sauna.
That's cool.
We can do a little PG-13 stuff today. Okay with it, guys. Let's have some fun. That's great.
Put yourself in a pool, on a beach. I mean, you can do whatever you want with these things.
So you guys saw from my wife's idea, I typed, retry, turn this into I didn't know what it would do, but I think it accomplished.
Just so you can see, for instance, the reason why you want to season it and it gets to know you is because Sage knows everything about us. And knows that we're vibrant and we're fun and things like that. So she probably took it upon herself to add all of those extra things that we didn't even say, but you guys can say it's because you're getting to know your AI companion.
All right, so let's get a show of hands of everybody who had success with that, something that they feel like they could use a little bit. Everybody feel like they could use that a little bit? Like Stacy said, personalized birthday cards. We do them for settlement days. And again, we're going to show you things where you could do hyper-realistic images, right? We're going to show you that with Gemini later. So if you want it to be an image that's actual lifelike, that's fine too. But does this something that could help folks? Did everybody get something out of that? Something just really that quick? Thumbs up, anybody?
Just based off the comments, it looks like everyone's starting to pick up what you're saying here. But yeah, please be interactive, everyone. Make sure to
All right, so So guys,
in there.
I'm going to give you guys a round of applause for folks who've never done this before. That's your first prompt.
Yes.
That is called prompt engineering. That is your first prompt, okay? If you've never done a prompt before, you've just done one now. You've created an image using a prompt. What that did was, okay, was the coders and the powers that be, folks like myself many moons ago, we put a layer in between the participant and the wonky math. And that layer is what you see, where you could just type, retry. This actually is code going back and regenerating the image. So the engineers took all of that out of it for us. So now you could do anything you want with that. I'm going to just do one more thing just to really show how powerful this could be. Retry this image as an infographic listing 5 reasons to buy a home today. Make this a bit more serious. Now, if you're here from a law office, or you're here from a lender, or you're here from something else, this all can work for you as well. An infographic, things like this for a law office. So go ahead and retry your image and create an infographic with it, and include yourself, don't include yourself, an infographic on what to do when you're getting a house ready for sale, what to do when you're beginning your listing appointment, whatever you want it to be. If you're not in real estate, right? How about 5 things that I could do differently to help my kids today, and it'll give you an infographic, and it'll lay it out in different ways and formats. So why don't you go ahead and try that? We have ours going. All right. Now, infographics come into effect, right? Infographics, you could use them for anything when you're teaching lunch and learns, or if you're going to a client, you're going to a buyer's consultation. We use them for everything. They're personalized, they look beautiful, and you could create them in seconds. You don't have to spend hours on Canva to create these beautiful graphics anymore. All right, so you can see when this is coming to effect. Again, we have no idea what it's going to do. We kind of have a little bit.
We like doing this with you, so you could see just in live feed that we're interacting with you guys and doing the same new prompt that we haven't done before. We could have just pasted something up there. We like to show the real life workings of the image.
Did anybody get an infographic yet? If anybody has an infographic, could you please share it into the comments?
We got a couple more photos in the meantime, and
okay. Listen, guys, we're in no rush. We want everybody to go through all the exercises, guys. The only difference is usually we're walking around the room and we get to see all your beautiful faces, and we get to have a little bit of fun in person. But we felt like this was a way we could bring it to you to have fun, doing the Dreamcast. Okay. So what you're going to find is
we wanted to reach people all around the world. We wanted to join. That's Star Power. Wanted to bring this to a lot of people. So instead of having it in one location where only a few people could be, that's why this is our first virtual to bring many people into it and share.
So here's how our image turned out. Can everybody see it, or is it too far away? I could turn it like this. We get it a little bit bigger so you can see it like this.
Hey, Bruno.
Yes.
Could you and Stacy talk to a little bit about paid versus unpaid Chat GPT? We have Dexter asking about upgrade.
That's an incredible question. And I'm going to answer that in just a second. That's a great question, Dexter. Thank you. And he's one of our newest people, right? He just downloaded it for the first time.
Yes.
Dexter, you want to go ahead and pay for that $20 version today? We make a joke. Is everybody on the line 21 years of age? I think so, right? We would make a joke in our workshops where we would say, Dexter, I'm going to ask you to drink 1 less espresso martini this month, and then purchase the subscription for ChatGPT. We promise you'll enjoy it.
Pro version.
$20, not $200. Thank you, Stacey.
The reason why we ask for that is because if you have the free version, you will get to maybe 3, maybe 4 prompts, and it'll ask you to come back later because it will need a break. So the $20 version will get you a pretty unlimited way of having prompts all the time and having that capability.
Yeah, Dominic, I just sent you a picture of our infographic. If you want to just throw that in the comments so people could see it even more clearly. Okay. Now, is that something that could help folks save time? Is that something that people could use? Could I get a thumbs up if that's something that you guys could use? Creating open house flyers, things like that. Is that something folks could use? Okay, great. Thank you for your participation, guys. We really want to try and make it as interactive as possible. So is there anybody that's stuck that didn't get an avatar created or didn't get an infographic created? Anybody completely stuck that needs help? We are here for you today.
Bruno, I'm just going to jump in and say, just because we have such a wide range of user experiences, if you get stuck, you guys go ahead and just drop it in the message, and Dominic can move you to the one-on-one room where you can get hands-on help so we can keep moving for the more advanced users. Does that sound good?
Yep, that's absolutely perfect, Amy. Yep. So if anybody's stuck, please do not be, don't feel like raising your hand. If you're stuck and you're lost, that's what we're here to do today, guys. So just reach out and say, hey, I could use some help, okay?
Yep, and Dominic can step into a separate room and help you with that process.
Okay. Is everybody good so far? All thumbs ups, Dominic?
Yes, sir. Everything's all good. And I just posted yours into the chat as well. We did just get another message. Can you share more about the sizes and a copy that goes viral, the algorithm?
Terrific question, Dominic. So just keep an eye on these questions. Who asked that question, Dominic?
That's a great question. It just says Zoom user. I'm assuming that might be, actually, I'm not, it says Kate. Thank you, Kate.
Kate.
Kate, is that Kate Woods, our friend Kate? That might be Kate chiming in. Yeah. And what was her question again, Dominic? The sizes, right? The sizes?
Correct. Yeah, she's asking about the sizes. And then we're also now getting some more infographics posted in the chat as well.
Terrific. How do they look, Dominic?
I mean, these are incredible. Guys, you guys are really taking on to this very easily. I'm proud of everyone.
That's awesome.
Great job, guys. I mean, you guys are creating prompts, right? You are prompting now. And to answer Kate and Dexter's questions, okay? The reason we tell you guys to pay for ChatGPT is every single app I've ever tested since 1991, they always give you a free taste. I think we've all been there through that part, right? ChatGPT will work really well as a free version. You'll probably only get about 10 or 12 prompts, and then it will say, come back in 2 hours, okay? So that's one part. The second part is until you pay at least the $20 version, you do not need the $200 version unless you're going to be doing any vibe coding, okay? With the $20 version, Dexter, it will remember you forever. It has unlimited personal memory. What you look like, the color of your hair, the color of your glasses, your family, your business, your workout schedules, all of it. That $20 is basically unlimited storage use, okay? The memory for ChatGPT can fill up. I'm not going to bother you with right now because I only fill it up once every few months. So if you guys fill up the memory, text me and I'll walk you through how that works.
If you're filling up your memory, then you are doing an excellent job using your virtual companion if that happens, because it takes thousands and thousands of images and text in order to fill that up. So if you're using that.
So answer Kate's question. Kate, we're going to go over some of the formats so that you know what goes in a reel, what goes in a story, what goes in, LinkedIn, etc. But I do challenge everybody, and my wife and I will be saying this all afternoon. Ask the question right to your generator, okay? Ask your question right to your generator, Kate. Okay, just say, could you please lay out for me which formats for image size and video for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and it will lay it out for you. We will also be talking about it throughout the program. Now, we're going to close that part. With everybody now creating an avatar and your generator knows a little bit about you, what I would like you to type next is, okay, and if anybody's behind, just raise your hand. We'll catch you up. With all that you know about me, I would like you to give me 3 one-word names for you. You are talking to your assistant now. 3 one-word names for you. You could say 3 names funny, 3 names serious, and 3 random names. So that'll give you 9 different names based on what it knows about you. I know that's a little bit complicated. We're going to keep working you through it until your generator is named and you're having your first conversation today.
And I think this answers Dexter's question too, with how we came up with our names and then how those companions can interact with.
Appreciate the questions, guys. We think we'll answer a lot of them throughout the workshop. So continue to ask them so that we can make sure that we definitely hit them when we go from part to part, okay? So did anybody get some names? Did anybody get any names that popped up? Could you drop some names that were interesting in the comment box that made you laugh? That might be personal, something maybe only chat figured out from looking at your Facebook page or something else?
We have a couple names coming up already, but Emily has a question before we go any further. Emily
Okay.
said, do you keep everything in one chat generally, or how do
Mhm.
you decide when to start a new chat? And then to add to
Tremendous,
this, she
tremendous
also,
question.
Realtor Muse, Townhouse Wingman, or Deal Whisperer. I love them. Those are the names.
That's beautiful. Now, we generally try to keep it one word because we are going to be teaching you. My wife and I talk to our generators all day, every day. So I'll be talking to Sage. So generally, you want that name to be something that rolls off your tongue. It's easy. It's something you enjoy. Okay. They're all super cool names. So you can pick one, and we're going to show you how to save that in just a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
If something that you didn't like, you can always say retry and
Try. Okay. Now, guys, once you name your generator, you can always change your name. Okay. So don't go crazy trying to figure out a name today. Okay. We're going to just pick one from what you did, and then we're going to name it. So what I'd like you to do next, guys, is I'd like you to pick one of those names or a name that you just want to call your generator. You could pick any random name you want. It does not matter. Okay. And you can say, please, you would type, nice to meet you. Mine is Sage. Nice to meet you, Sage. You're going to input your name. Nice to meet you, Sage. You are from now on to be called Sage. Update. The word update at the end. Okay. You're going to type into your prompt. Nice to meet you, Sage. You're going to insert your name that you want to call your generator. From now on, you will be called, and your name is Sage. The important part is update at the end. I'll explain that shortly. Give everybody a minute. If anybody is completely stuck, please raise your hand.
after you do that, we will get to the next section where I believe one of the other participants had asked about creating certain tasks.
Right. Yeah, for the conversations.
For the conversation.
And who asked the question about the conversations, Dominic? About the new chats?
That was Emily that asked about when to start a new chat versus staying with the
Is that
original
where's
chat.
Emily turning in from?
Great question. I do not remember off the top of my head. Emily.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm from New York.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
It's wonderful. Nice to meet you, Emily.
Nice to
Very nice to meet you.
Because we have separate conversations also in there.
So I'm going to show you that, Emily, because that's a super great question that you just asked. And a lot of people struggle with this part.
Right.
And it's super easy. Okay. And you could do whatever's comfortable for you. You could see that some of these are in capital letters. Okay. So if you right click and you rename your conversation, you can put it in capital letters or name it whatever you want. Okay. The reason we do this is, I'm going to use Star Power, for instance. Every time we talk with beautiful Amy and wonderful Alyssa, okay, we talk in the Star Power conversation. Okay. Why do we do that? Now, if we talk in the regular conversation, okay, it will do just fine. It knows who Amy and Alyssa are. It will draw a lot of information. If you go into the designated conversation, Emily, okay, Star Powered conversation, it will be pinpoint accurate. I will give you, for instance, show me the hosts of today's webinar. Now, you could ask that in any conversation, but when you're in the specific conversation, it's going to be way more accurate. Now, there's hallucinations being connected to Wi-Fi. It could make some mistakes, but here we go. So it's showing us our hosts. It even gave some pictures. Look at this. Right. So here's what it had. So great question. We put our clients in capital letters over here. You can see them. Okay. I have my medical records here as well. This is all my medical. All my doctors are saved here. And I'm going to stop at that point. I'm going to say, and thank you very much, Emily. None of these are licensed tools. These are not giving professional advice. These are not medical advice. These are just an extension. This is just a good way to get information. Okay, guys, you still have to talk to your doctor. You still have to use the MLS. You still have to check your bar regulations for firm clients. Okay, so you still have to do it, but this is just going to help that research be a little bit quicker. Emily, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so. I guess mainly my question is,
if I want it to pull information, like sometimes I'll be working on a listing presentation for one property, but I had something similar, like we do townhouses, so another townhouse where I was, pulling other information. Can I tell it
Okay.
to search itself, or is it better to just keep that all in one chat?
I would just keep that all in one chat because it's one subject and you want to just keep building that chat. The chats will fill up, okay? And this is an advanced question, but I really like it because for the people that grasp this, this really can explode your chat GPT skills. If you stay inside the conversation, Emily, your hallucinations will be into the high 90s. The hallucinations are the errors, okay? So if you're outside of the conversation, it's going to be in the mid 80s, okay? So it's really just staying in that one conversation. You could always, Emily, ask in the conversation for bullet point summary and then start a new conversation if you want of the conversation. I know that's complicated, but really you just look at it as different client folders, and that's the way we explain it, okay? Different client folders.
It's just like a filing cabinet right on your phone, and it has it specific to each client. So anything that we did with Star Power while we were in this production has saved itself, so we don't have to reintroduce it, re-mention anything that was previously put into that chat, and it'll always remember it and bring, less time for us as we keep moving forward with Star Power.
Does that help, Emily?
I have one more thing for you guys when you're
Sure,
done with Bob
please.
and Emily. First, we have a question from Dexter where he said, "Where do you put your new name?" And then secondly, Casey Butler has his hand up. So however you want to proceed
Okay.
with that.
Okay, go ahead, Casey, and Dexter will be right with you.
Well,
That's going to be our next part.
apologize. I'm a little more on the novice side of this, so you're moving a little bit faster than I'm keeping up. So
Okay.
I'm kind of confused where we're at, what this last step was that we're trying to
Okay,
accomplish.
so we were just answering Emily's question, and we're getting ready to help you name your avatar now and update it. So did you get a couple of names that you liked when you did the request for the names?
Well, they were kind of lame, but I guess.
Do you have a name that you would like to call your generator for? And again, guys, you could always change it tomorrow.
Oh, I
It's
just
for the
named my
class.
generator Max.
Okay, perfect. And did you type update?
Update? No.
Yes. Okay. Now what I'd like everybody to do, Max and Dexter with you with Max, is I'd like you to just test it. Say, what do you call yourself and what's my name? Okay. We want to make sure these two parts are saved. This begins the training process. This becomes the memorization process of chat becoming your full-time assistant. Okay. So just make sure that it calls itself their name. Like if I say, hey, Sage will say, hello, Bruno. Okay. If anybody's having a problem with that, please raise your hand. Dominic can help you. Now, Emily, just to get back to you with the conversation, see the image that we created here? Since I'm in the conversation of Star Power, all I have to do is type create images, and it has all the details saved already. Does that make sense, guys? So when you're in the conversation, if you need a flyer or an email or you need anything, if I need to write an email to Amy right now, I type give me a thank you email to Amy and Alyssa. It gives all their statistics, all of their information, and then writes the email. Does that make more sense, Emily?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it does.
Good. And we could talk more about that after the class because that's a deep question, but I want you to understand it.
Especially when you're dealing with different clients and different types of clients and or locations and things like that, like you had mentioned. So you had something that was similar, that's cool. You can put it into the same conversation. If something's totally different, like we have different clients, lawyers, biotech, all different things. We do separate names for them. So it's saved individually.
Okay. So does everybody get their name? Did everybody get their names and everybody get that working properly? Did anybody not get it working properly? Could you please put your thumbs in the air and we'll deal with that right after this breakout room. Okay. If anybody's totally stuck, we're going to do a breakout room exercise next. Okay. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. And then we're going to backtrack and get you caught up. So don't worry if you're stuck. There's nothing that we can't fix today. Okay, guys, we're going to have some fun. All right. So I think Alyssa's going to help us break out into separate rooms. So what is going to happen here, Stace, for the rooms?
So there's so Amy and Alyssa have selected your groups already that are going to go into Team Stacy, Team Bruno, and Team Dominic, okay? And then what we're gonna do is create an open house flyer. And when we break out into those rooms, I'll describe what that prompt is going to be, and then we're all going to engage with that particular fun project, and then we'll come back into the rooms and we'll post them in the comments.
It's going to be the rules, guys. The moderators are going to lead the room. We're going to create an open house flyer together, and all of the participants are going to have something to do with the open house flyer. We're going to go around the room and we're going to ask each person to give a simple adjective about the open house or about the flyer. We're going to type it in and we're going to create a flyer. At the end, each moderator is going to put the flyer into the chat so that we can see everybody's work. All right? So we're going to help.
Amy and Alyssa get to pick which one
is the best, right? So picking the best. So we do want to knock this out of the park. I certainly want to get the best flyer. So my team better come ready to work.
Okay,
All right?
we only have 10 minutes for this particular subject matter. So when we get in, we'll start to work right away, and let's see who wins this.
Okay, guys, we're going to pick it out now. Thank you. Am I in a room? I didn't get moved yet. Am I in a room?
I think you have to accept it.
I have to accept it.
Yeah, it should be on your screen and you should have.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
All right. I don't see an invite though. Want to try one more time? Am I in the room potentially?
Bruno,
I
we're
don't
all
see
still in
myself.
the main space.
Okay, how many people are in the main space? We could just stay here if it's our group. You want to just leave the group in the main space?
I'm looking at the head
Whoever-
count, and we've got every.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Somebody just drugged me. There we go. I got it.
Okay,
All right. I think I got it.
let's see.
All right. Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay?
Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Hi, how are you?
Emily, can you hear me okay?
I can hear everybody, yes.
Looks like you
Unmute.
are there together.
You can unmute while you're in the group.
So how many people, let's see, who do we have in our room?
All right. There we go. We're getting there, guys. Everybody can unmute. All right.
That's it.
So here's what we're going to do, guys.
Add a G to
We're going to create an image, an open house flyer.
Okay.
So I'm going to be the receptionist.
Be the
All right.
typer?
So I'm typing. You guys don't have to do anything but just work with me on this just for a few minutes.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing, and Dominic is going to be
Infographic.
our stenographer for today,
Open house.
are going to
State.
create an open house
Flyer.
flyer.
It's going to be size,
color
not size. What could I do to?
But it's okay. I'm gonna copy and paste the image with it's
Okay.
done into our Zoom chat.
So
It's almost done.
who's all still in the main room? We should have our group in the main room.
Finalizing right now.
All right. Okay, guys, just hang tight for a minute. Am I able to go in there without feedback? Okay.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey, how are you? So for some weird reason, it coupled Dominic and us together, and I thought we had one big room, so we were working on that ourselves.
Closes in 55 seconds. We gotta go, Hank.
Yeah, so I will get back to you guys about the open house flyer. It got crossed, and Dominic's group and our group, I thought were combined and were doing this together, and it wasn't. So
what, 30 seconds,
Okay.
Stacey.
Hey, Chris, you'll have to there you go, unmute you.
And we are all going to give a description, one sentence. So we're going to say, create an open house flyer, 1:1 image of a
Anyway,
home in
the
Bucks
people in the
County,
main room.
Pennsylvania.
I'll help the other group, Chris.
Then each of you go around and say,
Break anyway.
how about, or New York City, that's perfectly fine.
So people should know.
Make it winter time.
Okay.
Recording in
Fine.
progress.
We're going to come to a break.
There you go. I'm just going to say the last thing. If you put a little bit more time and effort into it, a little bit more description, you're going to get a lot better results in the future.
All right, guys, we're going to be back into the main room. Dom, are you guys all in the main room now?
I want to stand up for my group real quick.
Yeah, hold on.
Stand
I only
up.
got 55
I
seconds
got-
with Stacy.
I got kicked out.
No problem, guys. No problem.
We're so
Maybe we'll
sorry,
fix it.
Amy.
It's no problem. How did yours turn out, Dominic?
I got to tell you, it came out fantastic. I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
You have mine too. I texted it to you. No,
Oh,
you can see mine
did?
as well.
If
Thank
Amy's group
you.
at the end want to stay, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Bear
We
with
can catch it
me.
up.
I'm going to post yours in there in a second, Bruno. Okay.
I'm
Yep,
just
and you
going
can
to
see it
say
on the main
what
screen.
I created in 30 seconds.
That's good.
Thanks, Aim.
So really, guys, all this was to be descriptive. So if it was something in, the mountains, you could put, ski mountains. Okay, so you did yours. Okay, there we go.
We're getting there. And is Dominic out of the breakout room now?
Oh, my apologies. I thought I was unmuted. Yeah, so Bruno,
Okay.
your photo is posted in the chat.
Okay.
And Stacy and I, our group, until Stacy left, that one is now posted in the chat. But I got to tell you, Bruno, yours is taking the win so far.
I expected it. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I won this. You know what I mean? So that's good. I got to tell you that our participants, they had some great ideas. The only one I came up with was the price. It's probably a pretty good price at $850.
I think it's nice that you added in the price, and I'm
Yeah.
noticing here on yours that you even have it's already showing the 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's a little extra stuff that we did not add the detail to ours, so it's nice to see that in yours.
And that's exactly what we want to talk about, everybody. We want to talk about being descriptive, right? So when you guys went into the groups, and for the people that didn't, we'll help you guys at the end. It's no problem. All we had everybody do was give a simple sentence like a pool, a fence, a price, 5 bedrooms, and it created this. Okay?
Hey, Bruno, someone, CR made a comment and said Bruno forgot to add himself in a Speedo in the pool.
Next time I will. Maybe so. If I type retry, add Bruno in a Speedo in a pool, guess what it would do? It would certainly put me in a Speedo in a pool. So we won't embarrass myself that way on this exact one. But how did this turn out, guys? Right? It turned out pretty good.
Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah,
all right. Great. So is this something that could save people time? You saw how simple it was. Let me just show you what we typed. This is all we typed. This is what we typed here, guys. That created this. Now, can anybody see where that could save time? Can we get a thumbs up if that's something that's useful for people? Can we get thumbs up if that's something people could use?
We're
Or
getting
yes in the
thumbs up.
comments? Great, I'm glad. Because this is something that Stacy and I use for everything, okay, guys? So the next piece, we do take a short little break. We'll be back, what time is it now? 4:12. Let's just be back at like 4:16 and we'll get right to it, okay, guys?
Thanks,
4:16, we're
guys.
just gonna take a short break. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Go ahead and get a drink, little bathroom break. Take your time. Stretch those legs. I'll be taking my water break.
Get through everything. Glad that everybody had a few minutes to enjoy everything that we've done so far. The next part now, so that part, we tried to make that a little bit fun. We get ready for the CMA. We're going to do a comparative market analysis now, okay? So what we're going to walk you through here is I'm going to go into our chat GPT and I'm going to use voice command to show you how voice works. But what I'd like all of you to do is either use voice if you're muted. So in your chat, as you can see down here is transcribe, okay?
The little microphone.
This is how you talk to your generator. I talk to Sage here. So Sage and I have conversations back and forth here. We're going to transcribe today here. So the first thing we're going to do is, and in your book, you're going to see something about the roles, okay? I believe we emailed that separately to you. Act as, okay? When you act as, Stacy will tell you that's called seasoning, okay? So when you act as a top real estate agent, it brings all the information right to the front of ChatGPT so that it's more accurate and it cuts the hallucination rate down. So we're going to start this next part as acting as a top PA, New York, Colorado. We had all kinds of states. So whatever state you're in, We're going to act as. So I'm going to read it off. I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to go back and do it again. Okay. So here we go, guys. Act as. I'm sorry, I just did the wrong one. You don't want to do the talking. You want to do the transcribe. Okay. Act as a top licensed PA real estate agent and look up the public description of. I'm actually going to pause this here, guys. I apologize. What I want you guys to do is pick a house that you're working on. We're going to use our personal property, okay, for a description to start, okay? So if you have a listing you're working on or a property coming up or your own home, let's use that as your subject, and then I'm going to discuss the comparables. So we're going to start like this. Act as a top licensed real estate agent. I would like a listing description with all of the public information for property 9706 Chapel Road, Philadelphia, PA 19115. And then I'm just going to hit enter. And we're going to see Sage go to work.
You guys should be seeing the same thing on your side. If you're not, raise your hand.
So acting as a top license, this is bringing it's bringing all of your state rules front and forward so that you're not making any moral ethical mistakes as well. Again, this is not the MLS. Always resort to your MLS and your standard operating procedure manuals. Okay, guys, these are just tools. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so as you can see, it went through and gave us a nice description. All right, it's going to go through. Is there anybody who did not get a description? Please raise your hand. Is there anybody this did not work for?
It should generate it pretty quickly.
Yep. If it says thinking or something along the lines, you could just hit skip for this exercise. When it's thinking, it's diving deeper. If you're doing something important, let it dive deep. For our little clients, we tell them to let the research go through when they're really diving deep for things like that. Okay? Did anybody, Dominic, not get it? I can't hear Dom.
I'm going to say, since there's no answers from anybody, we're going to assume that they're getting it.
Okay, so thumbs up. Okay.
So the next part, okay, now that we have our
hold
subject.
on one second.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on one second.
Okay.
Debbie just commented. Could you repeat this? Your mic was going in and out.
Sure.
So could you just go over this one last time for the team? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
100%.
and here we go right here. So here it is right here on the big screen. Is this good enough visible for Debbie? Can Debbie
Yes.
see this okay?
I think this is very legible. Just give it a minute so
Perfect.
she could read it all.
Act as a top licensed real estate agent. I should have said PA. I skipped that or it didn't pick it up. I would like a listing description with all of the public information. This was for our property in 19115 and just simply hit enter. Okay. And let me know when Debbie gives you a thumbs up, Dominic.
You got it.
Okay.
She said she is able to see your screen now and she can hear you. So that's good.
Okay,
Great,
good.
great. Yeah, my mic I could hear was going out a little bit. So feel free, if you can't hear us, guys, just put a thumbs up and Dominic will help and we'll get the sound adjusted properly. So this is our subject property. So any of us here in real estate know what the subject property is. Now that Sage has the subject property, our assistant, it's already asking me what I would like to do with it. With a pricing strategy or some CMA, add schools or restaurants. Now, yours may not say that. Ours is saying that simply because it's trained. It already knows that that's going to be our next questions. And as you use your tools more and it becomes more familiar with you, it will start to train as well, just like this. Okay. So now I'm going to hit transcribe again and I will go through it slowly and then we'll wait and make sure everybody gets the proper result. Okay.
We're just building the CNA.
Act as a top licensed PA real estate agent using the subject property 9706 Chapel Road, Philadelphia, PA 19115, and go out 1 mile from the subject property, go out 180 days from today's date, and find me 3 comparable like properties to this subject. And then I'm going to hit enter. I know that was a mouthful. I'm coming back for you guys. Don't worry about it. All right. So now it's going to do all the work. And I'm going to leave this right here for everybody so everybody can see it.
So this was actually the prompt. And the reason why we say act as a top, whatever state you're in,
I'm sending this to you,
New
Dominic.
York real estate agent is
Okay.
because it's going to give all the information for that particular state and where you're located. So it's going to act as a top real estate agent.
I'm just going to put it in the chat as well. Obviously, guys, I'm talking quickly, but what is important here is you'll hear my wife say often garbage in, garbage out. Depending on how crisp and how precise you are with this sentence here, will be how precise your comps will return. For instance, our home is worth probably closer to, I'm going to skip this part here, probably closer to 650 or 700,000. But what it doesn't know is that we have granite countertops, we have a brand new appliance system, we have a Trex deck. So they're the things that obviously chat can't possibly know. So if your comp didn't come out quite right, then you could always type retry. It's a fully renovated subject. Okay, retry. It has a brand new $25,000 upgraded Trex deck. Okay, so really it's just about your description here. We'll make this much more accurate here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this up here. I'm going to give everybody plenty of time to do it. Is anybody completely stuck and have no idea? If please raise your hand. We're here to help today.
The prompt is right here on the screen.
Yep. I'm going to copy and paste.
Luxury property, like Bruno said, with higher upgrades and things of that nature, then you would add those in the description. But for just the, for the form of this exercise, just keep it kind of basic. So it may not be exactly right if it's more of a luxury property.
Commercial property or a building, you have to dial in. 20,000 cars a day pass by, opportunity zone, those kinds of things. So again, this is just to show you how to use it and begin your prompting journey. Then as you get more detailed, the prompts get way more accurate. Okay? Are people starting to get some comps, Dominic? Are they starting to see it work?
Not seeing any comments back, but I did share your prompt with everybody so they can try it on their own.
Okay. It takes a minute or two, guys. Can someone let us know in the comments when they're getting a result, please?
Yeah, it will take a few minutes. We are used to it. All right. So Manny said it's working good. Thanks, Manny. We appreciate you.
Great.
Manny's from our area, Philadelphia. Hi, Manny.
Amy said hers worked. Awesome, Amy. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. Now, these are really good because
working.
Terrific.
Cool.
Great job, Dexter.
Les is getting it as well. Awesome. Thank you very much, everybody, for commenting.
Great job, guys. Results, great. So, yep. All right. So if your results were way off or, you're off by $100,000, just remember what we said. Has a boat dock and lift, has a 100-foot ocean view, those are the things that you're going to have to dial in to really get those special qualities. Okay. But when you're dealing with cookie cutter homes, this is going to be pretty accurate. Was everybody's pretty accurate or were they way off? Who had one that was way off?
If anybody.
If anybody.
Hey, I want to say my property value is higher than when I had my realtor out 9 months ago. So I'm super stoked.
It's good.
Very good, Amy. Very
And
good.
yes, accurate.
Dexter, I'm really happy that you're able to get it, Dex. This is a tool. And again, guys, I'm going to repeat it. This is not the MLS. This is not a licensed tool. This is not a comp that, you could tell clients that this is a licensed comp. When we send these to clients, we let them know that we are going to send them everything through Bright or through your MLS. This is just something to get them started. Stacy could tell you.
Yeah, this is a nice helpful tool because the reason why Bruno was showing you the voice activation and the transcription is because when you're on the road, as many of us are all throughout the day, you can literally talk into your companion and formulate that right from your car. So this makes it a lot easier for you to be working at the same time as you're driving and your virtual companion is doing all the work for you.
Yeah, and so, if somebody could, bear with me 1 second. All right.
All right. We have something in the chat.
All
it
right.
says, and it asks, what's next? Would you like Titan for MIs? Would you like branding for HomeSmart? write a Zillow version or LG post? Or I guess
Okay.
IG post, sorry.
So you can see, guys. So now you can see. This is the training, right? So look what she's done for us, right? So she already went through and did a lot of the things for us. She already has a Facebook post ready, probably. All these things, the trainings are working perfectly. Right? So what we're going to do is, the next thing I'd like everyone to do, what's something else that we could do that would maybe, Emily, add to this to make it more exciting? For instance, maybe like in New York, restaurants, right? Emily, would that be exciting if you could send comps over with restaurants? So what I'd like everybody to try is retry, okay, we're going to type retry the CMA, adding in the 3 top schools near the subject with phone numbers and websites. Also add in 3 of the area's top restaurants. Okay. Now I'm going to do this and then I'll read it back and then I'm going to put it on the screen and give it to Dominic as well. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. All right. You can see the prompt ahead. I'm going to send it to Dominic. He'll put it in the chat for you guys. All right. Right along. There we go. All right. So we're going to go through, we're going to wait for everybody to do that. Guys, it could be 3 of your favorite fishing holes. It could be 3 theaters. You know, when your clients are telling you, hey, I want to move near somewhere that has awesome farm markets, you know, you have to go on Google, which we haven't used in years, go on Google, track down farmers markets, find the information, then send that over, okay? My wife and I have never sent a CMA that doesn't come chock full of information now for the client. All right, so this is the kind of things that are going to be saving you the 8 to 12 hours that Stacy spoke about in the very
You
beginning.
need hiking trails or, you know,
Hiking trail, yep.
or any of the
Trainers.
whatever your client is in need of, that you should already be aware of, you know, where they're coming from and where they want to go. This just helps develop a much more comprehensive comparative market analysis that when you furnish it to them, it is going to look so incredibly professional for them. And you can do this right from your car.
Okay. So does that help everybody? Is that something you could see saving time, guys? Can we get a thumbs up or a clap or yeah, we really enjoy this part?
We're getting that. I want to let you know, Casey Butler said, it asked me about updates and features, then adjusted the comps to give me a more accurate estimate of value. That's pretty nice.
That's an aha moment, right? You start to see your generator become trained. Who was that we were talking to, Dominic? Casey, thank you, Casey. As it starts to get more and more trains, you're going to see ours start to ask all kinds. Would you like a Facebook post? Do you want to turn this into a reel? Do you want an Instagram post, etc.? The next piece we're going to do, now you can see, we have all of the phone numbers, right? You can see the farmer's market, right? You could see, what else do we have?
Well, we had schools.
We have our schools, right? People move to our zip code for this right here. Did you say you went here, Dominic?
No, it was down the road for me.
Yeah, so this is one of the top elementary schools in our area. Now, is that important? We all know why that is important. Clients want to know. Now, do we tell them that that's the top elementary school? No, we do not. We can't give our opinions on that because we don't want to break our ethics to our clients. But we can give them a list and let them do their own research, right?
They can ask their own generator to say, where, if you know, what ranking are these schools? And they can give you, the generator will give you a ranking of them if they have it available.
Awesome. At the bottom of our prompt, here's Sage saying, would you like to turn this into a PDF, flyer, or email summary? Most of the time, I want all 3. I send an infographic, I send an email, and we send a PDF because we don't know if people are visual, whether they want to see an infographic, or if they're analytical and they like to go line by line, maybe like an accountant, or if they just want to read a regular email. You know, so we don't know. So we're going to this time, I'd like everybody to simply type create a PDF. And we're going to leave this. This takes a minute, guys. It's a lot of information. At home, it'll probably happen a little faster than here, but it does take a little bit of time, guys. So you just have to be a little bit patient with it.
Hey, Bruno, we have a question from Eric in the chat, all the way from
Hi,
Denver,
Eric.
Colorado. Eric asked, how often does your generator get the phone numbers wrong? And is there a way that you ask it to double check?
So you just answered your question with the answer, right? So what we will do, and this is a wonderful question from Eric, we'll retry and say double and triple check. Retry, check every single resource you can find. Retry, check, anything you possibly can, right? So here it is still analyzing. It does take a few minutes. But does that answer Eric's question? You can retry that, so does that answer your question, Eric?
Feel free, Eric, if you want to chime in. Oh, there.
Oh, there's Eric.
Did that answer your question, Eric?
Yeah, that was perfect. I was just wondering if how well that was working, asking it to double check for you. I feel like I feel like ChatGPT gets so many things right, but I've had so many wrong phone numbers on it, maybe because it's going far back in history, or I'm not sure why.
So I think it was Emily that brought up the conversations, right? So again, Eric, we're really dialing in deep here, and I'm appreciating the cerebral questions, because if you stay in the conversation, Eric, and you keep working from that conversation gets smarter and smarter and smarter. Do you know what I mean? So your hallucination rate for that client or that particular listing, if you're asking for phone numbers and things, will get more and more specific. Okay.
So, and those errors will decrease. So if you're really working at its full capacity, it probably has about a 97% accuracy rate instead of, 85%.
And if you're looking for numbers or analytics or phone numbers or websites, don't forget the act as role. If you need to be specific, Eric, act as a top, what would be the word, where you could, someone that would have a lot of access to.
So you could do a top appraiser. You could do as a top appraiser if you're, if the numbers aren't working that right, you could, and it'll put a different role and it'll act differently through chat.
Please act as a Verizon top employee that has access to lots of phone numbers and double, triple check this phone number as if I'm a top Verizon executive that works for a company. If you're working for somebody that you become that role, those hallucinations will get smaller and smaller. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question, Eric. Thank you. All right. Did anybody get a PDF? Can I get some thumbs up if you got the PDF? Did anybody get a PDF? They're getting it.
We're getting some thumbs up. We're getting some thumbs up here.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So I know that we all have similar MLSs when they come over. It's that blue hyperextended link. Our clients click on it. They can barely understand if it's in client full or agent full. The map messes everything up. So when we're sending over our stuff, it's so wonky, half the time the clients can't read it. So when you send over your comps from your MLS, that's great. When it's accompanied with something like this, with websites, phone numbers, this is something clients can relate to. Okay. The numbers, they're leaving that up to you. Only a handful of our clients really dig deep into this part. They're hoping that their professional is going to guide them. They need help with this. They don't have time to look all this stuff up, and neither do we. And
think about if you have reload clients, if you do, and they're unfamiliar with the area and they're not sure of where they want to go, this is particularly will save you a ton of time, because if you don't know every geographic area that they want to move to, this will allow you to find these things very quickly without having to do all those separate searches through Google and piece it all together.
So what I'd like you to do next, guys, is what do we do with it, right? Your bottom right can share it. All right. And just before I do that, guys, we use this for invoices. We use this for scheduling. So if I'm sending out an invoice for a workshop like this, I go into Star Power in the conversation. So I'm in there now. I'm in Star Power. If I type create an invoice for $500 for Amy, it will break down everything that we did today and charge Amy $500 and put it in a PDF, in an invoice format. Okay. That's why we keep it in the conversations as well. All right. So we're going to download this. We're going to forward it to wherever we need to go.
It can go into a text format. It can go into an email format, either way.
All right. So at this time, I'm going to switch it. You can send it wherever you want, guys. I just want folks to see how you can now transfer the information with just a couple of clicks. And there it goes. And you didn't even leave ChatGPT.
So now this would be sitting right in my email box. Very convenient for your client.
All right, we're going to take a few minutes and let everybody dissolve all that and catch all that up. So did everybody get that? Is there anybody completely stuck or totally confused?
I'm not seeing anybody stuck at the moment, but Casey Butler just posted his into the chat, and it looks great. Completely great results. I'm
It
impressed.
looks real professional, right? So,
It does.
and so much easier for, are you a real estate agent?
Who was it, CJ?
I think it was CJ.
CJ, are you a full-time real estate agent?
KC. He's
KC, yeah.
been a broker for decades.
Broker.
Awesome. So is this helpful for someone like you of your caliber, Casey, with all your experience? Is this something you could see could help your agents move around a little quicker when they're going from buyer to buyer?
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm glad. And especially someone that has your experience, because, you know, we're trying to help people move into the digital age. And this is how we're helping even someone like Dexter, who's been around a long time in real estate, learn how he could catch up quickly. And that's the goal here, is to bring us older folks like us, my wife and I in our 50s, to bring us right even with the kids coming out of school that are already doing this stuff every single day. Like it's the way we used to do times tables or something. I'm really,
It's a lot of time.
myself now. You can see it already. Talk to me. Next step. Emily, I think, as well asked this. The dream team on home smart colors and logos. I think that was Emily. It's already saved for us, Emily. We updated our logos in this conversation. They're already there. Okay.
You can do the same and it'll go right onto the PDF if you like.
Create a buyer version, seller page. You can just see everything. And it's beginning to talk about Canva, which is good because we're going to get ready to talk about that next. Is there any questions on this part? This part is vital, guys. This one tool alone saves Stacy and I hours and hours a week because we do comps just about every single day of our lives. So this saves us a ton of time.
Especially if you're in a multiple bid situation and you have an offer deadline and you're far away. We had one in Lancaster, which was 2 hours away, and we had 3 hours to submit. So this helped us tremendously, and we only had to do a quick search. Our clients were ready. If they had any questions, they could call us from the car, and our offer was able to be completed and submitted in a timely fashion. And that was with only an hour left to spend on it.
Deadlines for offers. There's 10 offers in, you have an hour and a half, your client has to make the most important decision of their life, and we can't even.
Super fun, isn't it, guys?
Then they ask you to find 3 fishing holes in a mountainside somewhere, and you have no idea where to begin, right? So this is where that can become helpful. All right, I think somebody asked about branding. If I type create this CMA with our logos, it will add our logos to the PDF to answer your question. We do teach a lot of those things in our workshops as we continue on. Today, we're just trying to show some of the basic tools, if that's okay with everybody. Is everybody okay with moving on to the next section? I really want to make sure people got this down well. Is there anybody stuck? Please let us know. We have no problem helping you.
I'm not seeing anything negative here, so go ahead.
Okay. So all of those the avatars that we created in the very beginning of our class and things like that, and all of your digital marketing that you're putting up on social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, we want to make sure that we're focused on bite-sized content, because that is what stops people from scrolling. Okay, so you only have 2 seconds to capture somebody's attention. So something like an avatar doesn't always have to be an avatar, but they're bright and cheery, they're fun. Somebody may stop and say, "Oh, let me take a look at that." And so that is really important when you're learning these tips and tricks for the digital world. You only have a couple of seconds to capture their attention.
All right. I know a lot of us have seen these flyers before. I'm sure a lot of us have seen these. How many people have used these flyers? These templates, thumbs up if you use these. All right. We use these for years. These were never supposed to really get into mainstream social media. These are infographics, as we're learning about today. Infographics were meant to be mailers. They were meant to be sent to your email where you have time to read them and look at them. Okay. They were never meant to go on the social media feed where you have 2 seconds, like Stacy had said, to read it. All right. So what we're going to be showing you today is about bite-sized hook marketing. Okay. So when you're using hook marketing, what does that mean? We're putting the most important things on the flyer. You know, you could have your own theme. It could be luxury. It could be more silly. It could be exciting. It could be serious, whatever you want. Getting down to the nitty gritty, then emailing this.
Right.
If you catch them here at social media and you need to give them more information, then you can give them more of an infographic like this.
This is hard to read on social media. Like Bruno said, this wasn't meant for the social media platforms. These are the types of things that you want to put on social media because it's bite-sized content. It shows you exactly what you're planning on doing, showing all the parts of the house, and then asking to direct message you for more details, right? That's where you're going to get your private showings. Maybe you get a double-sided list, a double-sided deal, things like that. The second one here was actually something that we created for our Cape Coral, Florida house, because last January we had a last-minute cancellation. That cancellation, then Bruno and I said, hey, let's do a price slash and see if we can get to rent it. So we did a quick flyer like this. It took 3 seconds to make, as you can see how fast your avatar is made. And we got over 30 comments within a matter of less than 5 minutes.
So what Stacy said is this cancellation wound up making us profit because we used hook marketing at an effective level. If we would have sent this out, I don't think we would have got one extra week covered. We sent this out and we got flooded. And that's what we're trying to show folks today, that the more, less is more when it comes to your social media face, okay? We're going to go away from talk about how Chat GPT and Canva integrate, okay? So I'm quickly going to go here. I'm only going to show you where this is, everyone. This is a complicated process and it's new technology, okay? So if you reopen your Chat GPT, all right, and you just go into your regular chat, okay? We're in our regular chat. Nothing
Open
fancy.
it up as if you haven't typed anything yet.
Here, okay? If you look and you go to your GPTs, you may even have a search, okay? If there is a search, you'll be able to search for Canva, all right? I'm going to just click on Canva because I use it all the time. But right now you're looking, there's going to be a search in the GPTs for you. Explore GPTs it may come up as. Then you can pick and you can find Canva, okay? So we're going to move into Canva here. Let's let the actual right Canva. Make sure you get the right Canva. You'll see it. There you go. All right, we're going to click on the Canva emblem. This takes a second. We're going to just give it a second for everybody to see it. It'll say start conversation as well. All right, so if you can't find it, it's in the top left corner of your Chat GPT. There's 3 lines at the top left corner. Press the top left corner. It'll bring down a drop-down menu. You're going to search GPTs. Is there anyone that can't find it? Just give us a thumbs up if anyone can't find it.
All right, we got a good group here. Okay. Chat made it a little bit easier putting that in there.
Okay, we have
second.
one. Okay. Thank
Dexter
you, Dominic.
here, he told us he's got a thumbs down. Dexter, go ahead. If you want to unmute yourself, we'll help you through it.
Yep.
Did you say upper left, upper right?
Upper left-hand corner of your phone, if you're on your phone.
And then, then I click Chat GPT.
So yeah, on the upper left-hand corner, you should have the 3 lines. Click on that, and then there it should say chats or GPTs. And then when you click on
And then the
that,
drop down.
below it, it should say the word Canva. Do you see the word Canva? CANVA?
No.
No.
Okay. So listen, this part, who are we talking with, Dominic?
Dexter.
Hi, Dexter.
Can I do the search?
Yeah, try the search.
If you try search, Canva should bring it up. Yep.
Yeah, try the search bar and do it that way. Go ahead, try that. Let us know.
And it could be different from an Android to an iPhone, older phone versus new phone.
Slightly.
See, explore GPTs.
No, not doing it. But mine says Chat GPT in the upper left, and
Right.
And if I click on, Chat GPT.
You don't want to click on that.
You don't want to click on chat. You want to come down some if you're looking at the screen right now under GPTs. It's right under apps, okay? And then select GPTs. And as you do that downward arrow, Canva should be the first one that
It may not be. You may have to hit explore GPTs, Dexter, if you've never done it yet.
Yeah. Well, I found it some other way.
Okay.
So now I click on connect.
Yep, and start conversation. And then just for the speed of time, guys, I want everybody to just type create an open house flyer and hit enter, okay? Right now, ChatGPT is connecting to Canva. Canva's AI is OpenAI. They are one and the same. So learning OpenAI will make you more of an expert using Canva. Okay? All right. So if it asks you some questions, I'll just say surprise me, just because I want you guys to just see how it works. Us being on a business Wi-Fi, ours might take a little longer, but you can see it beginning to work. All right. Did anybody type open house flyer and it didn't do anything? So we're just going to do confirm. And you can see it's talking to chat. It's talking to Canva here. So anybody that didn't get to this point, all we're typing is create an open house flyer. If it asks you some questions, we're just going to say surprise me. Obviously, the more description you give, the better the open house flyer that will come out. Okay.
Hey,
Just
Bruno.
give this another second. Yes, sir.
So question from CR. I apologize. I forget your name again. It says, any way to connect your existing Canva account to your ChatGPT account?
Mhm.
Their name is
Good.
Jay. My apologies. Their
Jay,
name is
Jay, that's a great question, Jay. So yes, you do have to log into your paid or your free account, but you do have to log in, and chat should prompt you to help log you in. If that's not working,
Open house flyer for 51 of us.
Oh, we can hear you, Dexter.
you got that.
No problem.
All
I
right.
do it all the time, buddy.
All right, so I'm going to go, let's see. So now it's going to bring me to Canva. Did anybody get any open house flyers that appeared?
If you get any that appear and you can copy
You
and paste
should,
it, put it
some
in the
folks, did
chat.
anybody get it? Did anybody get it to work where the open house flyers came up? If you did, just give us a thumbs up. This part's a little bit tricky, but we just wanted to show the connection to it, guys. You got a couple thumbs up. And
We
you
got
can
2
see
thumbs
now,
up.
yep, and I'm inside Canva now. Okay, I went directly from ChatGPT to Canva, and we're all familiar with Canva with this kind of stuff, right? Now we can edit this flyer accordingly. All right. So I just wanted to show how that works, guys. All right. I know there's questions there, but it's just to give you some basics on what Canva can do. All right. And I want to just discuss these parts. How many people have the paid version of Canva versus the pro? How many people have paid Canva?
We got a couple people raising their hand for paid Canva.
Terrific.
I'm seeing
All right.
at least 5 or 6 people raising their hands here.
Very good, guys, because a lot of people don't pay for it. And when you don't pay for it, you don't get the most powerful tools. These are just a couple of them. Magic Background Remover, I'm sure we all use it. Canva has the most powerful background remover. Did you ever do background remover and it cuts some of your hair off, or somebody's arm is around your shoulder? Canva is excellent. I would pay for Canva just for the background remover. It's that powerful. Magic Grab. Imagine when you get your $300 photo shoot back and there's trash cans in front of the driveway. Okay, we use Magic Grab. We remove those trash cans from the picture. Okay, and then Magic Text Grab, arguably one of the most powerful tools in Canva's arsenal. When there's mistakes made in the images for ChatGPT, you can bring it up in Canva, use Text Grab. If there's a spelling error, grab the text, and it's going to show you how to fix the text by just re-putting it back there. I'm going to display that for you right now. Okay. I know it's complicated, guys, via going through camera, but we're going to do it for you step by step. All right. So bring up your Canva.
These are things you can really save money on with if you have professional photos and you weren't there when the photographer was there and they missed the trash can or a car's in the driveway and you want it removed. You don't have to spend the $50 or whatever the photographer is going to charge you to remove it. You can remove it yourself if there's something that was in the picture that you don't want or shouldn't be there.
So what I'd like everybody to do is just go to your regular home page. Just go to wherever you are in Canva. These all look different, guys. My wife and I have been using Canva for 8 years. We're Canva ambassadors. We get to beta test a lot of things for Canva. We get to work with their experts. So we're bringing some of the newest things to you guys, okay? So just go to any one of your pictures that you have, and we use this as marketing. We use this as marketing with Amy and for you guys today. All right, so just bring up one of these pictures. Doesn't matter what it is, guys. It could be anything you want. I just want to show how to use the tools, okay?
It could be anything in your photo library.
All right. This is going to go a little bit quick, guys, so just bear with me, all right? Down the bottom here, why we say to use your phones, all right? Magic Studio is here, all right? With your Magic Studio brings up all of your tools here. Okay. All right. You can see Magic Grab, Magic Text Grab. All right. If you don't have the paid version, there's only a few of these tools available. That's why we implore folks, if you're going to be doing design work, Canva is extraordinary for the money.
I believe that's what, $20 a month is.
I don't even know. I think if you pay for the year, it's like $16 a month. All right. So let's just say that let's do this. I don't want it that big. I want to make it a little smaller. I'm going to go down to grab text. And now what it's doing is it's getting ready to scan it. So see what it did here? It captured all of it. I really just wanted this. Again, that's just part of the process. Sometimes it grabs all of it. Sometimes it grabs all of the text. We're going to do it this way. We're going to grab all of it just so that you can see how it works. And look what it did. Okay. It took all the text away. And now we can go in there and put it the way we want. Okay. So if I want to make it.
Or if something was spelled incorrectly,
Correct.
you could use it to correct the spelling. Canva is really good with making corrections through here versus chat. So if you're having a frustrating time and something's not spelled correctly, you can always move it into your Canva and do your text grab and fix it here. It's much easier.
All right. So that's Magic Text Grab, guys. And again, I know this is going quickly. We're going to be doing full classes on Canva, CapCut, Gemini. This is just to get folks started, get you comfortable, and just to see some of the tools. All right. Now, I know a lot of us will be getting our photos back, and people are charging you for digital staging. They're charging you if there's brown grass, those kinds of things. The guy behind the camera is smiling at me because he knows. All right. So if we upload a photo, okay, and again, guys, put some questions in the comments and we'll answer them. I just want to go through the presentation, then I'm going to come back and help. Okay. Once I'm going to go down to some of my albums here. Bear with me. I have this already. I need my Renaissance file. You can see all my folders. Again, I like to show people this. All the folders on our phones look exactly like our computer, right? So we keep all of our clients separated. We keep, you can see Star Power. I think I just saw it. Star Power, all Amy and Alyssa's stuff is here. This is one of our other clients. This is all Renaissance Walk. Okay. I'm going to grab a photo. I'm going to grab this kitchen photo. I'm going to send it into the main screen and use it in new design.
So he just selected a photo from his photo library and put it into Canva.
All right. Now, guys, I know that this is a lot, but if you're using Canva, then you kind of know what this is already. All right. So this looks pretty bland to me. All right. I'm going to go down to the Elements tab. If you have the paid version, the Elements tab has over 2.5 billion images. If you don't, it has 400,000. So again, it's really just up to you and your budget and what can work for you. Okay. So I'm going to type, let's see, bar stool.
Now he's in his Elements and he's searching for what he wants to add to that photo. Okay.
Yeah. Graphics, photos, videos, everything you could ever want to add to there. For today's exercise, we're going to add a bar stool. Okay. And I'm just going to put the bar stool over here. It's not going to be exactly perfect, but you can see we have a bar stool, right?
So this is where you see people now doing some of their own staging products. If you see some photos that are empty and then you see some that they've added some furniture, they're using Canva to do that.
Green grass.
You say green grass because this is like real popular.
People charged money to fix the grass.
The season.
Okay.
We're in winter season right now. If we have a listing, we don't really want all the dead grass or the snow or anything like that. You could remove all that.
Yeah. So hopefully some of these elements will help folks. Guys, we are always available. You have links to our free group. It's a private group. After our class, we'd like you to answer more questions. We're always available to help people. Our job here is to get you guys AI first today. Okay. All right. Any questions here?
Hey, Bruno,
Go ahead.
I got some stuff for you. All right. So first things first, I want to give a shout out to Megan, Manny, and Emily for sharing their things that were created from Canva. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, great.
The listings, basically showing us the listings that they were able to create.
That's amazing.
And
That's
then
amazing.
I have a question from Eric. He says, I staged directly through ChatGPT and it does a great job until it starts hallucinating, which I'm sure we all can relate to that. He says, will that happen less with using Canva? And I kind of already gave him a quick answer and said, Canva always will give you more tools to use to make many different styles of adjustments. But when it comes to chat, it's going to be a little bit harder to make like a slight tweak every once in a while. So if you're looking at that, I
Yep.
think that's the best option. But maybe you guys have something else to add.
So you want to be making sure that your role is important for the hallucinations. Act as a top interior designer. Act as a licensed higher luxury contractor that specializes in carpentry. Just really getting deep and specific with who's actually doing the drawing. A licensed architect, a premier architect who specializes in interior design. The more you add to that conversation, the less that hallucination is going to be. Again, we're going to also be in the same conversation because if it has the public listing and you're talking about the property and doing things, it's going to really help to dial in and get rid of those hallucinations. Dominic, did that help answer that question?
Yeah, I think that was really helpful. Eric's nodding his head yes right now. I will add one
Great,
more
great question.
thing. Manny is pointing out something which is what we talk about in every class that we've had. But Manny used a wonderful example. So Manny had a photo of one of the homes that he's trying to list, I'm guessing, or maybe just a photo in general. And he said he was able to remove the person in the front of the photo, ruining the view of the property. And it's
Amazing.
all thanks to you guys for showing that tip. So I just wanted to give
Thank
you
you,
that.
guys. That's what it's all about, guys.
Yeah, because we don't know. We're not there with our photographers. And if, just everybody's human, right? Some people make a mistake and you don't have to get all of your pictures redone. You could just remove that small little piece. And, I find most of it, most effectively where we hear the most complaints is with the verbiage. If you're doing something in chat and you have word and spelling mistakes and you're trying to fix it in chat, people get frustrated because chat doesn't always have all of the, a lot of words correct. So if you bring it over to Canva, you can fix that very easily so it's not frustrating.
So everybody remembers that we created this earlier, right? This was just a couple sentences. We made this beautiful buyer's infographic. All right. What Manny's referring to is he encrypted highlighted the image. He went down. Bear with me. He went down to his Magic Studio. Okay. He's going to slide over to Magic Grab. Okay. This is what Manny just did. Now, you can grab anything here. You could grab the box over here. Okay. You could grab this. You could grab that. So I'm going to deselect. I want to show what Manny just said. You know what? Stacy's tired of me. She wants a different wizard-looking bearded guy. So there he goes. Now he's gone. Now, you can see my hand's still there. There's some blurriness. Obviously, guys, you have to work through learning some of those things. If it's a real picture, it will take me right out, and you can put somebody right in. Okay? Great job, guys. Really great job with Canva. Canva could be a little bit complicated, and we're here to help you. And thank you for the time check. Very good. We're right on time, guys. We're doing really good.
Great.
Is there any questions right now, guys? We have time. We're here for you.
I have another question that came up from Jay. He asked a unique question. I have two people who create marketing materials for me. Can both of them get into my ChatGPT account? Sometimes three of us will be signed into it at the same time. I have the $20 per month account. Will it still work fine without kicking any of us out? Any other options for teams' efforts?
So that's another great question. We're going to continue to say for everybody, we're actually getting ready to tie in a special guest shortly in about 30 minutes. We're going to ask, I'm sorry, lost my train of thought.
So you're talking about if three people can get into
Thank
the
you.
paid version.
Thank you, guys.
Time.
So that's right. So the bottom line there is we're going to tell everybody to always have their own individual ChatGPT. Even if you have a work, I think our good friend Kate, who's an attorney in Philadelphia, I think she said she has a business ChatGPT. We're going to implore everybody to have their own because this is going to be for your health and wellness. This is going to be for your yoga. It's going to be for your kids' school. It's going to be for anything that you need.
But
There's tutoring skills.
Can share that conversation. So if you have a specific listing that three people are working on, you can share that conversation with the other person, okay? So then it will go to their private paid version of ChatGPT, and that'll solve that problem.
So bear with me here, guys.
To answer your question, it'll probably kick you out if there's multiple people logged in at the same time.
Yeah. Guys, and again, I want to move along. I have to create a new chat, but there's actually a chat now built into ChatGPT. If you ask chat where the interior chat box is, it will pop it up for you. It's over here. I just have so many things I want to keep moving. But now you can talk inside ChatGPT. It looks like ChatGPT may be setting up to do its own social network potentially. It's definitely going to be doing its own ad revenue sharing like we're about to teach you today. We're going to be teaching you Facebook, Instagram, and targeted ads. LinkedIn is coming really strong with targeted ads. OpenAI is launching their paid ads this year. It's going to dwarf all of the ad programs, and you guys are going to learn how to do it today. All right. So you can see my real-time touring coming up. I thought I'd do not disturb one. Bear with me. I'm going to bounce back to here. Does anybody have any questions so far? How's everybody doing with the information? We know it's a ton. Is everybody okay?
I think we're looking good so far.
Yeah, you guys are doing really great because this is the first time we haven't been inside an actual workshop. So we're hoping that we're
The information is transferred.
answering questions and we're doing an okay job up here getting the information across.
I'd like a show of hands in the group chat of how many people have the blue check mark for either Instagram, Facebook, or both. How many people have their verified accounts for Facebook and Instagram and or TikTok? We have one. Who was it, Chris? Amy, okay. 2.
Okay.
Who was the other? Emily, great. Emily from New York, great. Anybody else have the blue check mark? How many people we have total? 25?
Right around there, yeah.
So we have 2 out of 25. Maybe there's a few that aren't mentioning it. The point is this. Both of us have our account verified. We make the joke about the espresso martini. We ask you to take 1 less espresso martini. Now you're down to 2. If you drink 10, now you're down to 8. Okay? 1 less espresso martini and verify your account. Our contractors have the blue check mark. We have the blue check mark. What does the blue check mark actually mean? The blue check mark verifies you are who you say you are. So when somebody writes beautiful home and Emily reaches into their inbox to say, hey, would you like me to show you that home? The blue check mark says that you are who you say you are. You had to upload ID. You had to prove to Meta who you are. Okay? Moreover, when you pay for any apps in this world that we live in, they give you more tools. You get instantaneous help support. If you get hacked, you have a direct line to Facebook Meta. My wife talked to them on the telephone. I recorded it.
Talk to somebody on the telephone now, which you used to not be able to. So that's
customer support.
It also eliminates people getting hacked, you know. So if you are verified, it is less likely that you can get hacked on your Facebook and Instagram if you are verified.
Is there anybody listening to us now that is not in professional mode on their dashboard for Facebook? How many people do not see the professional dashboard when they look at the front? So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look just like this. You're going to see the ability to click on a dashboard. Is there anybody who doesn't have this?
Let's give it a minute for people to check.
Sure. You're on your front page of your Facebook page. And you're going to see something that says professional dashboard or dashboard according to the phone that you have.
If you don't see it right in that spot, there should be 3 dots to the right of where it says creative reel. Okay. And if you press on that, it'll allow you to go through a drop down menu and turn on your professional dashboard mode. That's where you would find it if you don't have it already. So
doesn't have it switched into professional mode. So a few years back, Facebook, a lot of us have, Bruno Marcinkowski realtor pages. My wife has one as well. What Facebook and Meta realized was it was really hard for that single mother who had to drop off 3 children at sports, still close 40 deals, and watch all these Facebook pages, a business page, their children's pages, all these things. So Facebook allowed your personal page to start legally running ads right through your personal page. Okay. And that's what we want to teach you guys today. We don't want our agents spending thousands of dollars on folks like us just to run a paid ad that takes 1 minute to create. Okay.
Hey,
So is there
Bruno.
anybody that said they're not? Yep.
Jay has a question. He said, should we be verified on personal profile or business page? I think you have to
On,
choose one or the other.
so you want to be on your professional, it's your professional, personal page. This is a personal page that Facebook allowed us to convert to professional. Okay. So you want to put the blue check mark on your professional personal page. So your personal page can go 5,000 followers. You can put pictures of your dog and run ads for your law firm or your lending group or your open houses. Okay. This part's a little bit tricky. If you don't already have it done, we'll work diligently after the class and into the next few days to help everybody understand this part. In 2026, if you spend just $50 a month on a targeted ad and you just run them all year, your business will increase 15% immediately. If you spend $100 or $200, your business will increase exponentially. Okay. So we're going to move, guys, because there's a lot to it, and we want to make sure that everybody sees this part.
Okay.
All right. These are the paid ads. All right. So this is what an ad looks like. All right. We call these digital flyers. If you're old enough to remember, like me, when we used to send out flyers and circulars, we'd have to find a kid, pay him $25. He would probably throw them in the dumpster, and we don't know if that even happened. Or my churches in my neighborhood 30 years ago, I would pay $700 a month to be in the church bulletin. You're talking about $2,000 a month, $2,100 a month 30 years ago. And I still to this day don't know if I ever got a single lead from the church bulletins. We call these digital flyers. Okay. Stacy's going to tell you a story about this particular one where we targeted, step back just a little bit from, we targeted these exact areas for the reasoning of the client. We're going to go through it. Okay.
Okay. So the reason why these are really important are, so we had an agent who had a investor who was stuck with a listing for about a year and he couldn't sell it. So she came to us and she asked how we could help her. So we went through and we literally used the Facebook targeting ad. He spent about $150. We went through all of these ranges. So we got a wider view. We have over about 100,000 followers, and it captured all of these states and the demographics within it. So it gave more of a reach. Within 10 days, we actually got a buyer from California, and the house was under contract in 10 days. So, you know, you're just not keeping it solely within the immediate area that your listing is. You're expanding it to several other states, which gets you way more reach and visibility.
And I'm going to just keep picking on our friend Emily. Imagine our friend Emily. You know, she has a beautiful condominium in New York. You know, it's a $600,000 condominium, if there's a such thing. And, you know, she isn't getting any bites on it. Well, you know who else likes to live in New York? People that have homes in Florida, people that have homes in California. So what we did with this particular property, because it was a luxury listing, we targeted warm weather states, and we wound up getting the buyer in a warm weather state. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Now I'm going to show you where that is on your dashboard. All right. So when you go into your Facebook, all right, and you go into your dashboard, or if you just go into your three dots, wherever they may be, your three lines, all right, you may even see the ability to advertise right here. Okay. You're going to go here, you come onto your sides here, you're going to see a place called Ad Center. You just have to find it. It could be different for every single person's phones, how old or new, depending on what devices you're using. Can everybody find Ad Center for me? If anybody can't find it, we're going to stop right here until you do. If you don't have the professional dashboard, you won't see this. We're going to have to help you after the class. Okay, guys?
I will say there are two things that popped up. Jay said Facebook is asking him to pay $14.99 a month for standard verified badge. Is he looking at the right thing, or is he not?
Yes.
We were just wondering.
That is the right thing, but not for now, Jay. So that is something you guys can do on your own time.
That's the check mark.
Yeah, you want to just go into your, you just want to go into, you can do this without the check mark, guys, just to be clear. I apologize if I didn't make that clear. You don't need the check mark to run these ads, okay? All right?
And
so
then
you just want to,
one more. The other question is from John. He says, how do you get around the Facebook equal housing requirements? that makes you
This is how.
advertise to all age
Sure.
groups. Oh, there we go.
Sure.
Okay.
We're going to show right now.
So this is through the
That's a great,
dashboard.
that's a great question.
Facebook allowed us to now post legally on our professional dashboard.
And you know, everybody will go,
Balancing business pages and personal pages, they combined it all in one resource, and this is how you can do it.
okay. So if everybody could just click on Ad Center. If anybody can't find it, we will help you after the class or tomorrow. It'll be our pleasure. This is one of the most important parts of the exercise today. All right. What we're going to do is create an ad to show you the most important part of this piece. What I implore everyone to do is take screenshots of these things and upload it to your generator. Sage will be able to tell me everything I need to know about how to finish this process. The most important part of this process, as we page down, you're going to see special ad category. Okay. If your category is not here, you put none, and that is still a legal ad. If it's something that has to do with planting trees or something that's just not on the regular list here, you put none. But what we're going to do here is we're going to use housing. Okay. You can see political, if you're running campaigns, employment, you're looking for to help somebody with hiring, and then financial services for our lenders, our insurance people like Dominic, who's here with us today. So we're going to click housing and we're going to click done. Okay. Now, my ad's pretty much ready to go. I can hit promote now if I want. I don't want to do that because, as you can see, you can adjust your audience. When you go into edit, this is where you target where you want to go, anywhere in the world. I know this is a lot, guys. I know it's fast. We're just trying to show you what these tools can do. We're going to be around and we can continue to answer these questions. We do more workshops and we do a lot of help online and in person because we do know that it's like pouring a gallon of milk into a shot glass. So we appreciate your patience today. All right. So you could just pick another area and you could save it. And that's what could happen. You can see the estimated target size. All right. So again, I know this is a lot, but I want everybody to take a minute. We have a little bit of time and try to get to the special ad category. All right. See if everybody can do it. Can somebody give me some thumbs up if they're finding it? If you're finding it, can you give me a thumbs up, please?
We're getting a couple thumbs
Okay.
up.
Couple thumbs up. Okay. This is the complicated part, guys. But when you learn it, you can save yourself thousands of dollars a month from a marketing manager. Moreover, you can reach the whole country for $50 with your digital circulars.
Yeah, you could save yourself a lot of money.
Started to tune out.
We can hear you, Dexter.
I just want to let Amy know and Alyssa that Jeffrey Ross is going to be in the waiting room. We're going to bring him in at 5:25. Okay. We do have a little bit of a special guest during our next break. One of our business partners is from Tasmania, Australia. He's a top branding executive in the world, and he's going to just come on to say hello. So between Amy, who we met on a radio show, Jeff's going to tell you how he met us through social media. Dominic was a sponsor at one of our events. Chris, who's standing here working with, was the photographer at one of our events. You can see the connectivity that if you use these tools the right way, these all can become networking pieces that become leads, that become more value and generate more income for you and your teams. Okay. All right. How are we doing on the ads? Everybody pretty much a thumbs up? How's that look, Dominic?
Yeah, still thumbs up.
Okay.
Thumbs down at least. That's all that matters.
Guys, if you're completely lost with the ad targeting, just reach out personally afterward and we will spend 15 minutes with you going through this. It won't be tonight probably, but tomorrow, the next day, we will spend 15 minutes. That's all it will take in person, us just working one-to-one, okay? We want to make sure everybody gets the value out of the class today, all right? So, got just
While we have a few minutes, some of the feedback, because this is only a year old that we've been teaching interactive workshops, but a lot of the feedback was, can we learn more? Because we're trying to learn so much within a 3-hour course, and so many people need maybe assistance in Canva or some more specialties. So we are going to be launching our AI Unlocked Academy. And that should be launching within the next couple of months or so, because we want to develop small clips for Canva or CapCut or Gemini, anything that you may need, and you can register to join the AI Unlocked Academy and find those right within the libraries. And you can, use that to your advantage. And if you're missing something, and they're going to be ongoing, we're going to be putting those videos up endlessly. And it's not just going to be for AI, it will be for other things too, health and wellness, buyers listings, buyers guides, CMAs, things like that.
Yeah, and we're going to be working with Star Power. We've been brought in as stars, which we're super honored and we're super thankful. Unfortunately, we were going to be coming out to Colorado to see you folks in person. I got diagnosed with kidney cancer, and long story short, you're looking at a person that's 100% cured of all cancers today. We do implore everybody, and like Stacy said, we talk about health and wellness on our podcast that's coming out soon as well. Please get your liver and kidney scans done. You don't usually get those done in your midlife test. We've managed to help 14 people get those tests done, and 3 had life-saving growths. So don't wait, don't listen, look at us as your messenger, your reminder. We know it's scary, but if you don't know or you're not sure, call us. We'll help you use ChatGPT to walk you through using your insurances, to check your deductibles, and walk you through all that craziness, because without ChatGPT, I don't know how I would have did it all, because it really helped, okay? So right here, what Stacy was alluding to, if you could scan this barcode, I think Dominic's going to put it in the chat as well. If you put your email in here for us, you're just going to get a discount code sent back to you for $100 today. That will go toward our classes that will be coming out in the next 30 to 60 days. So it's not, you're not buying or doing anything today. Yep, you're just going to get a newsletter, a free newsletter. It's going to be about AI, technology, health, homes, and happiness, okay? So we implore everybody to do this. It's going to connect you to the free $100, and it's going to connect you to the newsletter. It also connects you directly with us, where you can ask us questions every day, and we can help you really get AI first. That's the goal of this today, guys. All right. I think with a few extra minutes, instead of doing a breakout room, why don't we just go into Gemini?
Yeah, I think everybody can just get onto their phones and you can just do that.
Yes.
Breakout session for Gemini. Yeah, we can do a breakout session with Gemini, but I think I have an even better idea. We could do it right here.
We can do it right from our phones, because a lot of you are already pretty equipped with learning the technology. So and the breakout room isn't needed. So we can just do this right in person here, and we'll show you what Gemini looks like. And then after Jeff speaks, we'll get to the last and
the most fun part of our long day today, guys. So everybody bring up their Gemini apps. The free version works just fine. We use this, the images, the infographics. You can do animations from Gemini. Super powerful tool, okay? It looks like Gemini and ChatGPT, OpenAI, are starting to become the Nike and the Reebok, the Burger King and the McDonald's. That doesn't mean next year that doesn't change, but it does look like they're starting to separate. The free version here is fine. Again, another $19 a month. These 3 tools, OpenAI, Canva, Gemini, and then the 4th will be CapCut. Under $100 a month for all those tools. You will never need another tool again to do anything you want in your life. Let it be write a book, let it be start a new business, let it be design a new coloring book, let it be become a star on Etsy. Whatever it is, those 4 tools will make you look like you're a professional in not a lot of time. Okay, guys? So what we do is we're going to go to create image, okay? And then you're going to just describe your image. We're going to use a selfie. You can either take a picture.
So you can either take a picture of yourself or upload a selfie through your.
So we're going to do it with you.
One.
I don't think anybody on this call is afraid of cameras. I think most of us spend lots of time taking pictures.
This is cool too, because a lot of people spend a ton of money in headshots and things like this. This will create realistic versions of you that you'll have to do a double take to show that it made.
Is there anybody not to this point? Please give me a raise of a hand if you are not up to this point with an image in Gemini ready to go. Is there anybody not to this point, please?
Let's give everybody a minute here.
Yeah, of course. We're making good time.
Hey, Bruno, just an FYI, Jeff has joined the Zoom, so he's ready to go when you are.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amy.
Thanks.
So for anybody that's behind, we're just going to go through this one last time. If you haven't downloaded Google Gemini, it's another AI app, just a little bit like ChatGPT, but it's just called Google Gemini. And we're just showing you how to create an image and show you the realistic ways that it can make you look like you're standing. Or let's say for me, I'll put in the chat right now, me sitting on a camel in the pyramid. If you look in the chat, you'll see how realistic Gemini can be when it comes to these photos.
So I'm going to walk you
There's an
through it,
example
guys.
for
Thank you,
you.
Donna.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. That's Amy's reaction right there. My same
Brilliant.
reaction, Amy. My same
So,
reaction when it happened.
aha moments come through, and that's the best part about what we do today, guys. So we're going to type create an image size 1:1. Now, Gemini is not as great with the image size formats as ChatGPT, so they all have their pluses and minuses. Of this man and woman sipping drinks by the pool in Dubai. Now, I've never typed that before, ever, so it's always a surprise when we do it with you. But you're going to see that there's speed and accuracy as these go.
These generate really quickly. We'd love to see in the chats where you're at. Look how cool.
Wow.
Now so hopefully I would like to be slimmed down. So if we can get to the next one.
So there's a perfect thing. So we're going to retry. Now, if this is ChatGPT, I yell, I say, Sage, you know that Stacy's not built like that. She goes, my fault, and she fixes it. Now, Gemini doesn't have that personalization. Retry making the woman
Gemini doesn't
more
have the
fit.
memory
Because you are more fit.
than
You know what I mean?
chat does.
So is everybody getting some images? Can we put them in the comments, please?
We would love to see them.
And could you also tag us on Facebook? Could you please go and tag us on Facebook? Well, it's still making you a little plump. I'm not liking it, but I think they get the gist.
We get the gist. Forget about me. Dubai's not a bad place to be sipping a drink, so I'll accept it.
No, listen, I didn't type anything in, but if I type create an ultra realistic image with headshot quality, then it will capture all of Stacy's.
And the specificity of it and the description will lead to a more developed photo.
Yeah, and it didn't do it because it's saying it was like something I did was a copyright infringement or whatever, which is fine, no big deal. Did everybody get an image? Can you put them in the group chat, please? Now, in order to save it, guys, all you do is hold it in and click save image.
Just press the image itself and it'll say save.
And it takes about a second because it's got pixels to it.
Again, this will go right into your photo library, so everything will be saved.
So here it is right there, ready to go. Okay, I'm going to cut off the bottom a little bit. There you go. A little better. All right. Is there anybody? Could you please drop the images into the comment box so that we could see them? Could you also tag us on Facebook, please, for your second chance at a prize? We want everybody to get a prize today, guys. We want to send out 20 or 30 prizes tomorrow.
We have a question from Dexter who asked, where do you put the photo in Gemini? Real simple.
Great question, Dexter.
Yep.
Dexter, bottom left, there's a plus sign, the same as ChatGPT. A lot of large language models have it right down the bottom here. That's a great question. Okay.
It's just like chat, only in Gemini, plus symbol, and you can go right into your photos.
There we go. Look at the images. Guys, please take a minute to tag us. There's a lot of reasons we're doing that. We want to make sure we find you guys after the class.
Tag, locate where you're at.
Yes.
And then comment on one another's photos.
We're trying to disrupt Facebook's algorithm today. We're trying to show you how to change the way your news feed looks, okay? We have 4 minutes before our special guest. All right, so I just wanted to make sure everybody got this. Is there anybody that couldn't get this to work?
You're getting some incredible photos in the chat right now if you want to take a peek.
Them. Guys, please put those on Facebook for us. We'll really be appreciative.
Super cool.
All right. So I'm going to bring up good friends flyer. This gentleman, I don't know how many miles away it is. I think it's 3, 4, 5,000. He's in Tasmania.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this gentleman. I watched this gentleman and his wife and family years ago, just 3 or 4 years ago, just try to make his way in social media branding as he was trying to rebrand himself. And then this gentleman and I started just be getting a little friendly because they're on different time zones and all his lives were all in the middle of the night. So we got friendly. Maybe 2 years later, after meeting Jeff, he reaches out to Stacy and I. We never really exchanged pleasantries, just comments on Facebook. He asked us to be on the Storyteller Summit for the Los Angeles Tribune. From there, I would argue that this gentleman partially changed our lives.
He certainly did in so many great ways.
Appreciate it. We met Jeff on social media. We met Amy. We met a podcast, radio station. We met Dominic at an event as a sponsor. Chris was the person filming it for us. You guys are around leads and networking all day long. Just reach for it. That's the moral of the story today, as we're connected all the way to Cambodia because of this gentleman here. So if you don't mind, Amy, if you could bring Jeff in, and we're going to just mute our stuff and Jeff's going to talk for just a few minutes.
G'day everyone, how are you all? Well, first off, absolutely Bruno and Stacey, I love you guys. And just the connection that we've been able to create, and that's why I love this whole online space. I've got goosebumps right now, but I've also got a bit of a tear in my eye, with just how powerful this online community can really be when you lean into it and you meet each other at that heart-to-heart level, that human-to-human level. I've been in this game since 2009, so at the very beginning of Facebook, and I've seen, the evolve as it is today, and the crazy wild ride that we actually really have on this journey together. And I've made some amazing friendships, like my mate Dave Miller. I actually never met Dave yet in person, but he's my business partner. I still haven't met Bruno and Stacey in person yet, but that's going to change very, very shortly. And, I just love what we're doing to here. That saying where your network really equals your net worth. This is where we get to tap into the power of social media, but also where we get to find amazing humans when we just learn to slow it down. I want to make that very, very important. I actually just wrote a book, and the title of the book is You Don't Need to Shout. I see a lot of people online, basically saying, buy my stuff, pitch. It feels like you go into those, those bazaars. I've been to India. I don't know if anybody here's been to India, and you walk into those underground bazaars, and you got everybody trying to sell their groceries and their wares and their merch and all of that sort of thing. And you're walking down, and everybody's just at you, like they're trying to hassle you. They're trying to haggle you to buy their stuff. Social media is like that on steroids. But I've learned when you can learn some buying psychology around this kind of conversation, when you can learn to actually learn how to go deep with your people so you can rise up above the noise, we find ourselves in a position where we don't need to shout anymore. We find ourselves in a position where we can get to meet people where they're at, because we're talking directly to that 2 a.m. in the morning anxiety stress moment. We're talking to that hope and desire space where people really want to, connect with. And so, what Bruno and Stacey are teaching you here is absolutely necessary. You need to learn how to do the vertical movements. You need to learn how to do the graphic design, the post, and all of this sort of thing. This is what I call, the horizontal. These are the actions. This is what we do, and this is how we do it. But when you can learn to actually go deeper and learn and start with the whole why conversation and meet people where they're at, like this is I would say what Bruno and Stacey are teaching you here are the marketing elements. But when you learn how to do the branding elements or combine what you do here, you learn how to go deep, and you learn how to rise above the noise so you don't have to shout. And finally, I love this AI conversation that we're having here, and I'm actually just geeking out myself, just having so much fun with you guys. And what I will say just quickly before I go, ChatGPT saved my marriage. It really, really, you know. I
Yes,
used
it
to.
can be a therapist.
I'm dyslexic. My grammar's atrocious. You know, and my ADHD brain goes on squirrel moments. And I used to write some amazing content, but it would be illegible. You couldn't read it. So when my beautiful wife used to get home from massaging all day, I'd get her to proofread it. I'd get her to edit it before I published it. And, she'd be tired and I'd be pushing her because I want to get it out. Now because of AI, learning how to, articulate myself in a way that's actually people can resonate and connect with, but also learning the buying psychology, like reading all of the amazing books like Simon Sinek's Start With Why, Jim Collins' Good to Great, Donald Miller's Story Brand, the list goes on, Russell Brunson's .com Secrets. You can leverage AI to be like your board of directors. And so one tip I will give you is whenever you put any content up, act like your board of directors in this space and get them to give you feedback, but get it to act in a way that is giving you buying psychology tips to be able to get so you're no longer selling, but you're in a way that your content is now compelling and it's empowering and it's equipping people. And what this actually positions you as, and this is what I get very passionate about this topic, is it positions you as a leader. Now, a leader is someone who influences people, nothing more, nothing less. I'm not talking about TikTok influence or Mr. Beast or Kim Kardashian style type influence. I'm talking about good old-fashioned leadership 101 fundamentals. The law of the buy-in, the law of the navigation, John Maxwell's 21 laws of leadership. You start to layer in all of these principles into your content, and then that's how we get out of our own way a little bit, and that's where we meet people at that heart-to-heart, human-to-human connection level. And so very, very proud of what these guys are doing. And
Jeff, thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Who's watching, guys? You never know who's watching your social media feed. And this guy came and he brought us on and took us under his wing, and now we have a whole team around us from Egypt all the way to Tasmania, down right here to Philadelphia, to Roxborough, Pennsylvania. And that's the moral of this entire story today. If you take anything away from this class before we begin the next part, is what Jeff was talking about. Everybody tells you to be authentic. They tell you to really be your true self. Are you really doing that? And you just heard Jeff literally say ChatGPT saved his marriage. He's being authentic with people he never even met before. Storytelling is the most powerful way you can convey your message, touch somebody's heart. And I have to give you the part, get that lead, right? We are here in sales. We are trying to get those leads. But this helps you in life too, guys. Being able to convey your message in your family, in your marriage, it doesn't matter. Being able to convey your message better with storytelling will always make you a better person.
Better relationships, because this is a digital blueprint, but it allows us to reach so many different people. And then from there, potentially meet them in person, meet them on global stages, meet them and converse and develop those relationships. And this digital blueprint is what will help you get there.
Thank you, Jeff. Everybody,
Thank you, Jeff.
Round of applause for our good friend, Jeff. All the way from Tasmania, guys. Can we give him a clap or a thumbs up? Thank you very much, Jeff.
All right. Catch you later.
See you shortly,
Bye-bye.
sir. Thank you, Dave, Noah, and all the rest of the team. Thank you, guys. So that was pretty cool. Amy, did you get a chance to listen in there? I didn't know if you took a short break. I don't know if she's still. Yep, great. All right.
You. I just had myself muted.
That's okay.
Same. So we just are trying to show the power of connection that Amy has brought us to you. Jeff has brought us to the world. You could just see what social media could do, and it didn't cost any money to do it. Okay. The next part is my wife's favorite, and this is a lot of fan favorites. And we have 25 full minutes left, guys, to work on CapCut. So please bring CapCut out. You should have the app loaded and download it to your phone. If you're working on your laptop, it's an engineering tool. It's very hard to use as a first timer. Okay. So we suggest using your phone. It makes it very easy for the exercises today. If you're stuck using your laptop, give us a call later tonight or tomorrow. Reach out. I'll go personally, and we'll make sure we give you that 15 or 20 minutes to get
Be encouraged to use your phones. Your phones will be so much easier. You can do this from your bed, if you have time on a Sunday, those types of things. And there's so many different templates that you can use and upload video, upload stills, and make it such a production that it looks like it took you, I don't know, a half an hour to an hour to make, and it may only take you five minutes at the most to do this.
So Frank Caden's Go ahead, Dominic.
All right, just real quick. Casey had a question. He says, when would I use ChatGPT versus Gemini versus Claude versus another AI?
Mhm.
So that would be an interesting question.
Yep, it's a great question. I can answer it quickly for you. So as we talked about earlier, ChatGPT has the memorization format that no other large language model has. Okay, so every time you go into Claude, Claude is good for vibe coding, Python coding. That's my background. That's my expertise. That is a very tricky program to get good at, but it's exemplary. Okay, but you have to retrain it every time. All of these that he named are all good, Dominic. And for everybody listening, we're sticking with the Burger King and the McDonald's because they're the most user friendly. They seem to be going most mainstream, and we're trying to teach the most mainstream things. I use Manus for coding. I use Perplexity, Anthropic for coding, Claude. But again, it's up to you what tools you're comfortable with. We're teaching you prompt engineering. That is something that you can use for all large language models, depending on what your comfortability. We found that ChatGPT is the easiest, followed by Gemini being the second easiest. And Google owns Gemini. So we feel like there's going to be a good future there for those two. I hope that answered the question for you.
Chat keeps the memory, keeps the personalization, whereas the other ones will not be able to remember it. So you'll have to re-prompt every time you go into those things.
Friend Kate from Phil, did that answer that question, Dominic?
Yes.
Thank you.
Very well. Thank you.
And if you want to take it deeper, if anybody wants to take it deeper, we're total geeks. Call us. Let's take it deeper together. Call. You don't have to set up a Zoom. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
So Kate had asked about the vertical uses and the horizontal uses. Okay. They're right here if you guys want to take a picture. But I'm going to tell you another way to find it. Ask ChatGPT. What is the format I should use for an Instagram story? What is the format I should use for a LinkedIn post? Okay. I did give you a cheat sheet. You're going to learn these formats. Okay. So that's really important. And for our folks that are in law and lending and some other things, with those PDFs, just quickly, I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to show it.
Bruno, real quick.
1 second, Dom.
Oh, good.
Good. Is it my mic?
Oh, no, I was going to say, do you mind screenshotting that slide and sending it to me so I can share it with the group? They can't read what's
Consider
on the screen.
it done.
Thank
you, Dominic. When you go here, I wanted to just let some folks know that you can put a PDF here, okay? And this is for our friend Kate and other attorneys that we work. You could drop a PDF here. You could have it then act as a top licensed lawyer in Pennsylvania and research this entire brief and break it down to me as if I was a third grader. So I just wanted to show that for everybody. You can read books this way. You can read PDFs this way. You can read everything this way.
You can upload documents and
Here.
dissect it in real time and within seconds.
Last thing I would tell you guys to upload and make a note. I'd like everybody to write this down. If you have a website, send your website link to your generator and ask it to find all of the opportunities to improve it, all of the things it's doing right, and how do I capture the most leads with my website, and hit enter. And it will list a whole string of what you need to do to improve the lead catch and release systems for your website in one click. If you do that and you get stuck, call me. I will walk you through it. It's a super powerful tool. Engineers used to charge thousands of dollars for that information. And now you can get it with one click.
Phone in and it'll actually grade it for you if you want from, say 1 to 10, and it'll give you a ranking and where it could make improvements in order for your websites to be crisper and more attainable for people to search.
There it comes, Tom. You could send that to the group. And guys, all of our stuff isn't for public consumption. Obviously, share everything that we taught you today. Just don't share our exact things, okay? That stuff is for the participants like you all that paid good money to be here today. We want to keep that part private, but feel free to share everything that we taught today with everybody that you know, okay? So we talked about this, and now I'm going to turn it over to my beautiful wife.
So
Sorry, did you want CapCut? There it is.
All right. So if everybody's in CapCut, okay, at the bottom here, you're going to see templates. Okay, so you're going to select a template, and let's just say we're going to do a birthday.
Is there anybody that's not to this point that doesn't see the search bar? Raise your hand, please. Thumbs up, hands up. Anybody that doesn't see the CapCut search bar?
Okay, so once you search the template, all I put was birthday. Now you can see all the birthday templates. So I'm going to select birthday template. There's thousands of these, so you can have a lot of fun. So let's just say this one's cool.
That's it.
Right.
It's a template.
Oh,
Do a regular template.
let's do it. Let me pick this
You
one.
hearing the sound as well?
Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to use the template. I'm going to put us in Dubai. Now there's three pictures or video that you have. So I'm just selecting these.
So pick 3 different pictures. You can pick any template you want, guys. All you do is plug in the photos.
And then we're just going to hit next. So it's going to filter through. And now we're here.
That's just like that. All right, so is everybody able to create one birthday template?
Sorry.
If you can, and you created it up in the top left, I wanted to show them export.
Sorry.
No problem. In the top right, I'm sorry, the top right area, after you're done putting your pictures in, you'll see export. You'll see export here. We're going to export it. CapCut is owned by ByteDance, which is also owned by TikTok. You have an instant save and send to TikTok here. You don't have to do it.
I don't care what people say about it.
You can bounce right back to TikTok or right back to CapCut. It's already in your camera if you go there. It's already saved for you. Let's just start with, did everybody find the template, and was everybody able to at least try a happy birthday template? If you could you put it in the group text if you got it to work, please? So you can see again.
Yeah.
You can see again templates. From the very beginning screen, templates. There's a chance that you're seeing templates in a different way. You can click this button twice to get a different look. All right. But this is all of the templates. Is anybody stuck and can't find templates? Go ahead, Emily.
So the question is, since CapCut is with TikTok and you share your photos, does that mean TikTok has access to everything as well?
So I'm sorry.
So to answer that question, you don't have to actually select the export to go to TikTok. You can say save right to your device. It's right underneath TikTok. That's what I typically tend to do. My husband puts a lot of things, and most people put a lot of things on TikTok. You can do that. But if you want to just save it right to your device, it's the button underneath TikTok, and it'll save right to your photos.
And I think her second question, part of that might be, even if she does that, is her image still going to ByteDance using CapCut? The answer is 100% yes. But here's the reason why that's a great question. Just about 13 days ago, the United States now owns 51% of both TikTok and CapCut. They own 51%. American shareholders own 51% of ByteDance now. So I don't know if that makes you feel better or worse, but we're comfortable with it, and we were actually waiting for that before we really started working on TikTok. We do have a pretty good presence on TikTok, but now we're really excited to use TikTok now that it is an American company, only because of the security risks that we just, read the same news articles that everybody else had read. So that was a great question, Emily. Please do your own research on these things. There's a lot of bad information out there and things like that. That's why our newsletter is good, just to plug us a little bit, because our newsletter does talk about a lot of these things, talks about the new iPhone updates, the new Android updates, when TikTok got bought. So it kind of will help, Emily. If you subscribe, if you've filled out the barcode, you'll start receiving those news items.
And the newsletter also gives updates, like we were saying. So Facebook changes the algorithms every so often. And so some months you'll get more views with still posts versus reels or stories. And so when we get notification of those things, we will actually put it right into the newsletter. So you have updates. So you're getting the most visibility for what Facebook is looking for.
Yep. And as of right now, still images are getting the most views at this moment. So you're going to see us posting more stills and videos, but we still do a steady flow. People ask us all the time what our strategy is. We tell people a basic strategy. If you put up 10 posts, 7 have nothing to do with your business. 3 do. Okay. So the rest is lifestyle and everything else. 3 wonky posts, 7 more exciting posts about your life. People want to know your story. The next piece we're going to do, we're going to go up here and we're going to type in, let's do real estate. This has over 1 billion pre-made templates. Stacy and I are template creators for CapCut. We're basically employed by CapCut. You may work on a template and it will say the Dream Team AI. Give us a shout out if you do. Let us know that you're using one of our templates. We appreciate it, okay? So I search real estate, okay? Millions pre-made templates. Yeah. Oh, that might be ours there. Nah, not ours. Ours looks similar to that one. So millions. I'm going to pick one.
Well, before you do that, there's also this button called clips. If you have a lot of photos that you want to portray, you can customize and filter these out. So if you only want a picture and you have a 1 still photo, you can just select one and it'll filter out those thousands of templates.
Let's do that. So I'm going to do 3 to 5. That's a great idea, Stacey. I'm going to do 3 to 5, and you can see aspect ratio.
Just hit apply.
The reason why CapCut has it here is because it knows that you have to put each piece of content in the right place. Okay, so we're going to apply it, and now we're going to pick one of these. Open house.
Okay, let's go.
This one has 13 pictures. Let me find one. Bear with me a second. All right. It's not overly important. This one has 13 photos here. So I'm going to use this template. I'm going to go to one of my home flyer, my folders. And again, you can see how we keep good mortgage photos, EXP photos, right? We create sandbags. We're in Florida. We have a little business. We sell sandbags. Crazy, right? You can see our broker summit where we spoke at, right? So you could just see I'm looking for my Renaissance shoot. So I have my Renaissance shoot, and I'm going to just put a bunch of stuff in my Renaissance suit. Obviously, not going to do much for it. I'm just going to enjoy it.
And you can include video or stills.
It's great.
And then if they don't look right, when we get to that part, you can replace it and put something else in. So it flows really nicely. So when you practice with this, I mean, you'll start to go down a rabbit hole. You'll have a lot of fun with it, and you'll mix them up, and you'll have this production like you've spent hours on it.
Let's see. Did anybody get a video yet? If you could, share the videos in the comment boxes, please.
There's other ones where it's just trending, what the most users are using in those templates. So you say trending, and there's some new hot ones that, a lot of people have not used yet, and they're always gets a lot of views.
There's one photo. This will be a little easier. Let's do it like this. And there you go. And this is how fast it is to make a video. As you can see, it already has a template there. It's really this simple, guys.
Yeah.
You just click on it. You could just click on it, open it up, and you type in Bruno and Stacy. And that's it. And what Stacy was referring to is...
You can move this around too. Yep. So if you want it smaller, you can make it smaller. You can put it in the corner.
Before we continue, how many people think that this is easy? Is this an easy way to make videos for your open houses? Yes, no? Anybody?
Yeah, and you can post them right on your social media.
All right. So you could just see how simple this goes. Let me just show you what a walkthrough could look like. Let's see. There we go. Let me do this. So I'll add this in. I know I'm moving fast, guys, but this is what we do this all day, every day. And we only use the apps that we taught you today. All right. Cool.
CapCut is one of those things that you could sit by yourself and just, have a cup of coffee, glass of wine, something like that, and just kind of play around with the tools. That's how I learned the templates. And the more you use them, then you start to be able to get more creative with all the extra tools that are
That's correct.
that are
Right.
that enhance these.
A lot faster if you're on your home Wi-Fi. Again, we're on a business Wi-Fi. Usually these take just a second. Okay, and I'm uploading a video. There you go. So you can see, guys, you can see how simple it is to just throw things right into the template.
There's one thing that was
Go,
mentioned
Dom.
from Casey. He says his house photos are all in landscape orientation. Do you have any
Okay.
suggestions for that?
I do. And in KC, don't forget to ask your generator, your assistant, these questions as well. These are wonderful questions. I'm using CapCut and all my photos are landscape. A, tell your photographer to do some portrait 16:9 video for you, A, because that is a situation that we had to contend with ourselves. You know, everything's landscape. Landscape doesn't fit anywhere but YouTube, in case people didn't know. So to answer your question, type in landscape template. And we have that issue as well. So now you can see that was a great question. Thank you. All right, so Michelle fast.
Solve that problem for landscape, but we've been asking photographers to put it in a portrait view because that helps us for social media.
I don't know if everybody notices that we know, but the CapCut also provides you the audio and the sound as well with music, usually for these videos. I don't know if people are able to actually hear that on the Zoom, but I just think that's something to make note of as well.
There's no
That
audio on this.
it's just really cool to know that like all these things that you guys are creating, it already has a nice audio that comes with it, and it gives a nice soundtrack, and people should be aware of that because I don't think it's coming
Was it-
through on the mic.
Well, and that's it.
Was anybody able to put a video in the group?
Well, that's a good
No,
question
no
too.
videos on the group.
So nobody was able to export a video? We have a few minutes, guys. I want to help you get through this. Is there anybody that was able to get a video accomplished?
Even just one clip. The other nice thing, it comes with the stock music, but if you upload it into Facebook or a reel and you hit edit, you're able to select your own music
For
too.
the last part, everybody, I want everybody to type in AI into the search engine. All right. Now you're wondering how you see people dancing with chickens and running the gorillas. This is how that happens. All right. So if you type in AI, we have the paid version, obviously. One less espresso martini, get you the paid version. There's still plenty of tools without the paid version if it's not in your budget, so don't worry. Type in AI, pick one of these. These take about a minute to go through. You got to just be a little patient. But pick one that you like. And then we're just going to put a picture in it. And hit next. And we're going to let that load for a few minutes.
It's a little bit of time because it's literally scanning the entire photo to mimic this image. Okay. And then it's going to hop in.
It's too good now to get a picture, right? Thanks, Chris. All right, so I'm at about 90%. Did anybody get an AI image yet? Can you please put those in the group if you're running around with a chicken? Yes.
There's a question. Oh, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
The question says, why CapCut over Canva for video
Mhm.
template?
Yeah, so that's a great question. You can use Canva equally as CapCut, but Canva is not going to have all the pre-made templates that Canva has. So, you know, you're making these in just seconds, a lot of these videos. You know, for instance, lower this a little bit. So if I go into my library, did anybody get trying? So here's one. Me as a prophet, or a scroll. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, you can see how these look. Was anybody to work yet?
I've skipped over Casey's question. He also asked, is voiceover available on CapCut?
100%.
Yes.
100%
There you go.
available.
100%.
The creation's almost done. It takes a few minutes, but you'll see it shortly.
Takes a little bit longer. Just bear with it because it, like I said, it's an incredible image after.
We have about 3 minutes left. We'll probably stay till about 5 after, guys, just to talk with everybody for a few minutes, but you can see, let's see, it's getting close. Let's see.
I don't know if everyone's doing what I am, but getting so caught up in all the tools that jumping from one to the other and then getting behind on one because I went back to the other.
Do you have CapCut open?
I do.
Okay, were you able to find a template?
Yeah.
Okay, just put a picture in, type in AI in the top. So this one didn't take probably because we're not on AI, but we're not on an actual Wi-Fi. Trying to see if I can find one that's done already. These are hard to go through, guys, but you can just see some of the quality. This was one picture with a pre-made template. That's the difference between CapCut and Canva with the pre-made templates. Was anybody able to get an AI image? Not a single person. I can't believe no one got an AI image.
Or any kind of like happy birthday. Those are 10, like some of those things, the open houses, the birthdays.
So I'll just show you a couple that we have. And these are all made simply, guys. And again, if you couldn't get the CapCut piece down, we will take your phone calls, we will sit with you, and we will help you one-on-one. It's super easy, guys, to help you. We want you to get all the value out of the class today. So, there's Stace. Okay. Guys, every single one of these videos was made with one image and one click. That's how simple it is. And if this is an important part of the process for you and you didn't get it just due to the the complexity, give us a call. We'll make sure that we walk you through it. It's very easy to teach you on Zoom. It's no problem at all.
Yeah, the
Okay.
biggest part is just going to the left and selecting the template, and then you can go into your little search screen and search for whatever you may be looking for. And then there's just hundreds of templates, and you can just select a template and it'll ask you to add however many clips, 1, 2, 3, I think up to 26. And you can just fill it in from your library and just practice with that.
Yep.
And then the more you practice, then you're going to see like where the placement photos can go when you get a little bit better at it. But at least you can start familiarizing yourself. And we are certainly here to set up a separate, Zoom call with you guys to figure that out, because it does take a little practice to get.
And just as you might be buyer agency certified, you might be luxury agent certified, you might be commercial listing certified. Now at the end of the 3 hours, we want you to start telling your clients that you're AI certified, okay? Start letting clients know that you're training AI, okay? Your clients under 40, they're going to want to know about the postcards you're sending out. They're going to want to know about the Phillies and the calendars that you're sending out. They're also going to want to know what your digital marketing plan is. Say, you know what, that's a great question. I've been training artificial intelligence and I'm starting to use that in my models, and see, these are some of the tools that I'm going to use to help market your property. Okay. So we are Bruno and Stacy Marcinkowski from AI Unlocked, and we'd like to answer any last few questions. Doesn't matter how deep they are, but you guys have us for a few minutes. We're not in a rush. We want to help as many people. This was a great class, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Dom, you want to come out, Dom?
Sure, I'll come out. 1 second.
All right. Let's see. Amy, do you see any questions? Let's see. How do we
How
get
do we
you
get
guys
you
on
guys
the
on a retainer?
So that's a funny story. Our two law
That's an
offices.
Alyssa question, Jay.
Well, I'll tell you, when we finished the workshop for our law office clients, they asked us to sign a 1-year retainer.
because we do know it's a lot, everybody. Let's get Dominic over here. Thank
We
you,
have done
Dominic.
marketing,
Yeah.
paid
Come on,
marketing
buddy.
for folks.
It's not in the middle. Middle.
You got it.
You're in the middle.
I'm not. Oh, me?
Just ask any questions, guys. We're just getting some photo shots. We appreciate everybody very much.
Thank you so much, Chris.
What other questions do we have? Any other questions, guys?
I'll leave.
Dominic, you did great.
Thank you.
Fielding all these questions.
Guys, I
Very
just want to,
helpful.
I want y'all
Go
to
ahead.
be and acknowledging Bruno and Stacy for taking an in-person only physical workshop and completely converting it to virtual in less than 2 weeks. You guys are amazing. I'm super grateful. I personally learned a ton today, and I can't wait to play more with this. I'm kind of over the moon about my Gemini racetrack photo and my star power color.
Oh, yeah.
That is the coolest photo.
Well, listen,
We didn't even get a chance.
Just so many great
Amy.
tips and strategies, and I hope the conversation will continue for all of you guys. Whatever you're working on, whatever you need, take the invitation seriously to reach out and get more input as you're building.
Guys,
Love
we
you
hope to see
two
you
to
again soon.
pieces. You look
Love you
fabulous.
too. Thank you
Look at
so
you
much for
two.
having us.
Thank you, guys.
Let's
Go
all
out
give
and
some applause
turn
to
likes
these
and
two before they go
Oh, thank
bye-bye.
you. Turn likes and leads, everybody. Turn likes and leads. Until next time,
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
you are now unlocked.
Stay blessed, everybody.
Thank you.